What's up, chat? Coming fresh off the GameStop earnings. You recovered a little bit, but still down. Still down a decent amount. We're going to cover Orcl earnings after hours. I think people will be excited about that. Oracle's pretty integrated with the AI. It's up a decent amount the past year. Definitely if you're looking the past few years, it's up quite a bit. So I think people will be excited about this stock. And you got an earnings call as well, so we'll check that out. I've been reviewing the GameStop earnings, the 10Q. I made a video about it, all the things that are new on the 10Q, so definitely go check that out. One of the first videos I've made, like a talking video on my channel. You know, whether I'll keep it up or not, we'll see. I do want to make more videos like that, but if nobody's going to watch them, I don't know why I would do it, you know? It takes a while to edit videos. It takes 2 seconds to start a stream up, you know? I could easily have just streamed everything I talked about. And probably got more views, honestly. More people are interested in the stream than videos, it seems like. A lot of people like the shorts I make, though, which is nice. At least, you know, at least there's a little bit of content I can make that actually gets views. That's always nice. Even if it's not the content I want to be creating. I'd much rather make videos like the one I made today. I don't really like making short form content, but it's what does the best. All anyone watches anymore really is short form content. It's very rare. At least I feel like it's rare to find people that actually will like long form video. These days, everyone's a phone drone. Everyone's scrolling. Everyone be scrolling. But we still got like over an hour before the market closes, so let's see if there's anything on Reddit to check out. I'd imagine not. It's probably going to be a whole nother quarter of silence, I would imagine. Yep. Fed cut interest rates. We already knew that. I didn't even need them to report it to know that was going to happen. You can just use the Fed rate monitor tool and tells you exactly what's going to happen before it even happens. But yeah, they did a rate cut, so that's kind of interesting, I guess. Not really. I don't think a 0.25 rate cut's that interesting, but yeah. Inflation has been going up, as well as unemployment, so I think the goal of the rate cut is to try to lower unemployment, even though inflation is gonna go up. It doesn't seem like they care about that, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Just seems like people are upset about the GameStop earnings, which I don't know why you would be upset. They posted pretty solid earnings, and that's not even with power packs. So I don't know. I don't think there's anything here. I don't think there's really anything here. There's really never anything on Reddit, to be fair. It's pretty useless. You got GameStop awards at like 7:30 Eastern time today. So I will be streaming that. I'll probably do this stream for like 2 or 3 hours and then bounce off for like an hour or so and then stream the GameStop awards. Most likely. And I'll record it so I can post a video of it as well. I'm just curious to see how my channel would do if I actually started posting some videos. Because, you know, we post daily shorts. We live stream almost every day. You know, the last thing to do is post videos every day. Just posting videos is a lot more work. So if there's you know, if there's no interest in the videos, it's going to be hard to continue to pursue it, but we'll see. We'll see. What's up, Moose? What's up, Moose? How you doing, bro? But yeah, nothing on Reddit, it looks like. Don't look like anything here. Which, not very surprised. Not very surprised. Definitely, I mean, we've only been streaming for 6 minutes so far, but it's definitely a different stream from yesterday. There's a lot of people in here yesterday. A lot of people in here yesterday. I guess we can go through news. Let's see, Fed approves third rate cut. 9-3 vote against, again, featured hawkish and dovish dissents. Fed parlance, hawks are generally more concerned about inflation in favor of higher rates, while doves focus on supporting the labor market and want to lower rates. Yeah. I already knew that. Once you've been watching the Fed long enough and you understand economics, it's pretty easy to understand why they're making the decisions they're making. And considering the extent and timing of additional adjustments to the target range for the federal funds rate, committee will carefully assess incoming data, evolving outlook, and balance of risks. Well positioned to wait and see how the economy evolves. Expectations of rate cut indicated one rate cut in 2026 and another in 2027. Oh, wow. Okay, only one. Interesting. I mean, that's good. That's what they should. That's what they should be doing. They shouldn't be really cutting too much. Those projections were unchanged from September. 4 other non-voting meeting participants soft dissents, indicating they did not go along with the decision. 7 officials also indicated they want no cuts next year. Interesting. That'd probably be a good thing, to be fair. I don't think a lot of people would be hype about that, though. Committee raised its collective view of gross GDP for 2026, boosting the projection up by a half percentage point to 2.3%. Committee continues to expect inflation to hold above 2%. Yep, it's probably going to go above 3%, honestly. Well, if I'm being honest, it's probably going to be above 3%. Prices remain stubbornly high. Fed announced it will resume buying treasury securities. Central bank will start buying $40 billion in treasury. From there, purchases are expected to remain elevated for a few months and then likely significantly reduced. Powell's nearing the end of his second term. He has 3 meetings left. Aw, that's sad. My whole stock market career, Jerome Powell's been the Fed chair. So that's gonna be sad. That's gonna be sad when he's gone. That sucks. Prediction markets are betting the nominee will be National Economic Council Director Kevin Hassett, who's viewed in some corners of financial markets as a Fed chair who will seek to do Trump's bidding. I don't know if I agree with that. The Fed chair doesn't have full control. It's a committee, so whatever. Let's see. Okay. So not much there. Basically everything I expected. Homeland Security Department buying Boeing 737s for ICE deportations. Those GME earning streams are great. Everyone's so hype until the market reacts. Oh, I love when the market reacts and everyone starts talking shit. That was the funny part. God damn, bro. People get so upset just because their little option YOLOs don't work out. It's crazy. It's crazy. I just like having all the people. I like being able to have like a chat to read off and things to talk about. It's not easy when there's no chat. I have to come up with everything. Which, you know, is not a big deal, but if there were people actually here every day, I could definitely like be doing 5, 6, 7 hour streams. It's just tough with no chat. Just tough with no chat. We still got an hour till the market closes. Usually don't see people pile in until the last few minutes. There should be people here for Orcl. It's an AI stock. It's up quite a bit. I mean, past 5 years, it's up. I mean, only about a 2x, 2.5x as of right now. I mean, it depends where you go off of, but it was up a lot more. And, you know, throughout time, this thing has only gone up, so there should be quite a bit of Orcl investors. Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see. We'll see. Bitcoin's still chilling. Hello Kitty's getting her own luxury resort? Okay. What? Bud Light reveals limited edition Buffalo Bills beer brewed with snow? What? Brewed with snow? Okay. A coffee-infused pizza? That sounds disgusting. What? Capiza. Small nation island of Borneo. Oh. Interesting. A coffee pizza. A coffee-infused pizza. That's disgusting. Modder turns Wii U gamepad into fully working Nintendo Switch. Oscar Mayer Wiener opens. Oscar Mayer opens applications to drive the Wiener Mobile. Bro. I'm trying to drive the Wiener Mobile. Inviting recent college graduates to apply through January 31st. Aw. Man, wouldn't that be an awesome job to drive the Wiener Mobile? Wiener, 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 wiener. One wiener. Police arrest suspected Christmas tree thieves. Stranger Things fans can fly around Hawkins and new Microsoft Flight Simulator collab. That's genius. That's genius. Oh, I wish they had a video. I wish they had a video of the flight. What's up, Hugh G? I didn't see you in the stream yesterday, bro. It was a decent stream yesterday. A decent stream. Pokemon YouTuber banned by AI? Who got banned? Splash Plate? Huh. That sucks. Been watching Stranger Things, good shit. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I don't mind the new season at all, actually. I've seen a lot of negative reviews on the new season, but I actually like it. I can't wait till the rest of the episodes come out. Playing Arc Raiders. Award show coming soon. Yeah, I'm gonna do this stream. You know, we're gonna stream Orcl, see if anyone comes through, and then I'll probably end the stream after the call. And yeah, I'll come back for the GameStop awards when they're playing. Because I think that'll be an interesting thing to stream. And, you know, I could potentially post it as a video on its own. We'll see, we'll see. With that, with how that video I posted today is doing, I don't know if I want to waste my time making videos, bro. Like, even that video took like an hour, hour and a half to make. And it's just, nobody really cares, it seems like. So it's like, I could have just streamed this, you know? I could have just streamed this. Would have got the same amount of view, or same amount of traction. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I just want to start making videos like this, like talking about news and talking about things, but there's so many channels and stuff that already do that. Just seems like I'd be better off just continuing to stream those things and, you know, let my channel be, you know, let the good videos that have already been posted get views. I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, let's see. Only saw season 1, so I've been binging season 4 now. What a treat. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a good show. Good show. It's one of my favorites. I won't spoil it for you. I won't spoil it. I mean, you should be getting done with season 5, like, or what episodes are in season 5, like right as the rest of them get uploaded. It'll be perfect. It'll be perfect. Where's their post about the GameStop awards? I don't even see it. Where is it? Did they delete the post? Oh, whoa. They posted some of the items that got traded in. Interesting. I never saw that. Bird Game 3? What? Social security number declined? A speed limit sign? It's kind of funny. Kids Bop? Interesting. A goose? How much store credit for this? Wait, is that the Target ball? Why is Walmart trying to get on GameStop's nuts? A plastic spoon. Man, I should have had Twitter for Trade Anything Day, apparently. I could not find any posts of people trading in things. I guess that's my fault. I guess that's my bad. Wait, what? Don't prank our employees if you can't take the heat. TikToker Brendan LMAO, famous for fake trade-ins, will now work a full shift in Chicago tomorrow. What?
Here at GameStop. The thing is, I'll be accepting anything. I'll be accepting any counsel after all the abuse I've suffered from GameStop throughout these years. We are finally coming to the table. We're finally making a deal. You ready for this, bro?
Oh, of course.
Saturday, Trade Anything Day. Trade Anything Day?
Trade anything day.
Trade anything day.
Huh. They're really gonna force me to make. They're really gonna force me to keep Twitter, huh? They're really gonna force me to keep this shit. What happened to the post of GameStop awards? I don't. It's gone. It's literally gone. Did he ever make a video about that? Wait, what? Who? I don't know. Who? 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 I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, it's right here. They got rid of the photo for some reason. Working a shift at GameStop. I don't know. What was his name again? Brendan LMAO or some shit?
Alright.
Trying to sell Temu items at GameStop? No, it doesn't look like it. Unless it's on TikTok.
Alright.
Yeah, I found it. It just doesn't have the picture anymore for some reason.
Just wanted this. Hey, whoa. What are you doing?
I'm getting the game out.
Oh, so that's the thing. I wanted to buy that, but I just wanted the case.
You can't buy it without buying the game.
Yeah, we don't sell just cases. We have to sell it with the game.
Oh, there's no universal way I could get that without the game itself?
GameStop policy,
I
no.
just don't really know what I would do.
I'm gonna be
with
honest.
it.
I'm gonna tell you one thing.
What's up?
Buy the whole game. If you really want to pay this price, buy the whole game. Take it home. Bring it back tomorrow. Just the game.
Yeah, and just say like, oh, I actually decided I didn't want this.
Yeah, just say you didn't like it. Just return the game by itself.
Let's do that.
Yeah, it's really weird, and sadly, since that was my main boss and chewing my ass out, because he just told me I'm being too nice.
He said you're being too nice?
Yeah, like too
apparently I'm being too nice to my
You're being
employees,
too nice?
customers. I'm apparently too nice.
So it's bad to be too nice at GameStop, apparently.
Apparently.
Just wanted...
Interesting. Interesting. It's bad to be too nice.
Do you guys buy gaming consoles here?
Yeah, what are you trying to trade in?
The Game Sphere? 360,
We don't take this.
$50 cash.
I am not giving you anything. I need you to leave.
It's spherical, and I thought that you guys would take it. I
Because it's
took...
spherical doesn't mean anything. Motorcycle helmets are spherical. We don't take motorcycle helmets in.
I take $30 cash.
I'm not giving you any money for it. At this point, you are trying to solicit money. I need you to leave.
Let me talk to your manager.
Do I need to call the cops at this point?
Wait, what do you mean the cops?
Do I need to call the cops?
Jeez, bro. These
Because
guys
you are
get
at this
triggered.
point trying to solicit money.
That's what you're saying.
Do I need to call the cops?
You wouldn't really do that over this, would you?
Okay.
No, wait, no.
You are trying to solicit money after being told no.
Is that really what soliciting means? I just thought we were doing business here. I figure eventually you're gonna have to give in.
Sir, I'm gonna give you to the count of 5 before I press the
count of 5.
2,
No.
3, 4.
All right. Do you guys buy games?
They're so simple, but they're funny. They're such simple TikToks, but they're funny. Let's watch this one. 2 million views.
I just wanted this game.
So we have a year of protection for 99 cents.
I don't actually need the game.
Oh, I can't sell you just the case.
So I need just the case.
I can't sell you just the case.
You can't
No.
just sell me this case right
No,
here?
I cannot.
I can't just take this one?
No.
Please?
No.
You don't understand.
No. You need to purchase the game if you want the case.
Well, my
I can't just
collection-
give you the case.
All right, fine. I'll take it with
Bro, games. These guys get
Thanks, sir.
triggered.
Now, about that protection plan, is the disc in pretty good shape, though? Because maybe I could sell it on eBay.
You're not going to get much for it because it's Madden 21.
Let's go.
Congratulations, you spent money on a case.
Yeah, I just wanted this game.
So we have a year of protection for 99 cents.
That was funny. That was good. I liked that. I see why this guy. I see why people like these videos. That shit's hilarious. 18 million views. What the
You guys
fuck?
buy gaming consoles here? This is the Game Sphere 630, the second model, not the first one.
I can tell you right now, we won't take it. That company doesn't make gaming systems.
I mean, I wasn't expecting to get much out of it.
We don't take them.
For real.
We don't take them because it's not a real console.
No, it's a classic.
I need you to leave.
No, come on,
I
man.
need you to leave, or I have to call the cops, man.
Actually, please don't go, cops.
Then leave.
$15 cash. Okay. No, let's. Can we start over?
One more time, and I'm gonna have to call the cops.
They're so angry, bro.
$8 cash.
Get out of my store before I call the police. That is my last warning.
Let me just get the manager real quick to make sure that you guys don't actually want
Get out of my store now.
No, come on, bro. Let me just get the
Now.
manager real quick.
Out. I have the number pulled up, dude.
The manager?
No, for the police.
For the manager?
I need you to leave my store now.
The manager's the only one that can call the cops.
Currently, I am the manager.
Why are you coming
Out
out?
of my store.
I am leaving, bro.
And I'm still on the phone with the police department.
No, I'm done, bro. I'm out of here, bro. This is.
It was a freaking CD player.
Do you guys buy gaming consoles here?
A CD player. Yeah, pretty funny, but I don't think he's made the working with GameStop video yet. Very interesting. Just harassing GameStop employees. It's crazy how angry they get. They're so angry. Bury. He probably has a. He's probably not gonna unlock it as much as I wish he would. Probably not gonna unlock the article. It's crazy how we can go from having, 169 people in the stream to 0. Isn't that wild, bro? Isn't that wild? That's pretty wild to me. See, peep, it's you and me. I mean, I'm not that excited for Burry's article because he's gonna lock it, and it's not even gonna be. You're not even gonna be able to read it unless someone puts it on Reddit, which they didn't put the last article on Reddit, sadly. I wish. I don't know. Doesn't make sense why nobody posted it. But hopefully when he releases the GameStop one, somebody will post it. I guess there's no, well, we still got time, but doesn't seem like Orcl is going to be that hype. Did I stream Orcl last quarter? I don't think I did. I don't remember. I think Costco was the thing I streamed last quarter, and APLD. Oh, Nike. Yeah, Nike. Okay. Nike's next week, I think. Maybe I just missed Orcl. I know Costco was before Nike and Micron. Gemini, oh, that was an IPO. Yeah, I didn't stream Orcl last time. So it'll be curious to see how hype Orcl investors are. I would think it would be pretty hype, but I don't know. else? What else? There's not much news or anything to talk about besides, Fed interest rate decision, of course, but there's really nothing to talk about with that. It's not as important as you would think, especially, I already knew it was going to happen like months ago. SpaceX moves 95 million in Bitcoin ahead of potential IPO. Interesting. SpaceX IPO could be interesting. I don't know when that's supposed to happen. Do they have an IPO calendar on here? Oh, they do. I don't know any of those. Well, I know Wealthfront, I think. They don't have any for January. This is kind of nice. Silverbox. Yeah, I don't know any of those. I don't know any of those. $93,000 Bitcoin. Yeah, GameStop's doing decent today. I thought you would have a flush today, but maybe tomorrow. I don't know. It's actually holding up nice. Gotta guess what awards will be given out. I feel like it's gonna be like a gaming award because I think the video game awards are tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. So they're probably trying to get some views off of that potentially. I think it's tomorrow. Yeah, the game awards are tomorrow, so they're probably just trying to. Because when someone searches the game awards tomorrow, potentially GameStop stream would pop up. Potentially. But yeah, it could be related to Trade Anything Day. I don't know what they would, I don't know what kind of things they would give awards for on Trade Anything Day. But could be related to that. But I think it's just going to be like a video game award thing. Hopefully it's like awards for the content creators. That would be cool. That'd be interesting. I don't think I would be a part of it, but it would be interesting to see. Even though I'm pretty sure at this point I'm like the only person still talking about GameStop. I don't really know. I don't pay attention to what anyone else is posting or anything like that, but yesterday someone was saying there was nobody streaming the earnings besides me. And I think that's really weird. One of the most hype events and I'm the only one streaming it. I think that's weird. I think that's weird. I need to get the... There are a few others I saw pop up that I'd never seen before. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought too. Like when I checked, it was a bunch of channels I never saw. I've never seen before. It was none of like the original people that usually would do it. Was a bit suspect, to be honest. I thought it was weird. Those guys are such big GameStop supporters and such big shareholders. You would think they would be they'd be making content around the biggest hype event, the only hype event you've had in the past like 3 months. Literally the only hype event you've had. Let's see. Where can I find the earnings call? Maybe in the announcement? We might have to wait till it gets released. On God. I think I'm too old to say that. On God. You're never too old to say on God. Never too old. On God. Perhaps they are all under NDA for the award show and they will be getting their... They'll be there getting awards. You think? That'd be sad. I'd be a little disappointed. I wouldn't be surprised, but I'd be a little disappointed. I don't know how I'm gonna get to the call. I don't see it on here. Oh, right here. Boom. Okay. Register this for this shit real quick. Okay. I'm registered for the Orcl earnings call now. Nah, they're clowns, probably busy doing drugs, lolling at people for paying their Discord. There are a lot of drug addicts, that's for sure. There are a lot of drug addicts. You would, if you didn't already know, you would be surprised. I'm only addicted to marijuana and crack. And crack. It's like that South Park episode. Hi, I'm Tally, and I'm addicted to marijuana and cocaine and PCP and crack. In a lot of ways, I'm just an ordinary towel. But I have one problem. I'm addicted to marijuana and PCP and crack. Oh man, 2240, decent breaking out on the day. Oh, not washcloth. You're bringing in washcloth? That's low, man. That's low. And together they had a little washcloth. No washcloth. Oh man. I'm curious though, even though I don't usually like to check. I wonder if people, like the original people, are still making videos about GameStop. Like, I literally don't pay attention to these people. I'd be curious to see what they usually suggested in my analytics, like who my audience is watching. Do they not do it anymore? Whoa, not enough eligible audience data to show this report. What? Since when? Well, maybe I'm not gonna check. That's weird. Very weird, actually. Oh well, I guess I don't really care, honestly. Is what it is. No one here watching that BS. Yeah, but a lot of people who watch like the Power Pack videos, they watch all those other channels. But apparently, I guess my channel, my channel is getting the least amount of views it's ever gotten in the past few years. So that could be part of it. But very weird, very weird. It usually suggests channels and... I guess that makes sense why I haven't seen it in a while. It makes sense. But yeah. The past couple months, past like 2 or 3 months have been the worst on YouTube for me personally. Even when I wasn't posting videos and I just had the DoorDash videos and I wasn't streaming or anything, I was getting more views and traction to my channel than I am today, which is pretty nuts, honestly. But they also did that update where they cut the views in half because of ad blockers. So I'm probably still getting the same amount of views, potentially, maybe even more, but people who use ad blockers, they're not getting counted for. But it's still wild, bro. It's still wild. To me. To me, it is wild. Orcl going up a little bit into the earnings. Not getting any Orcl people piling in here yet. I feel like people pay attention to this stock though. They have to. It's AI. People are obsessed with AI. Even Sam Altman raises his baby on AI. Can't even raise a baby without AI in today's day and age. Is there anything else? I think the short interest updated, didn't it? We checked it yesterday, though. Yeah, short interest down a little bit. Down a little bit. Like 0.5%. Nothing crazy, though. No crazy changes. Wow, Bitcoin's going up. You're at 94,000 now. I literally just checked this like 10 minutes ago and it was at 93. So, oh, it's mostly Ethereum. Ethereum's ripping right now. Yep. Breakout on Ethereum, it looks like. Gonna go test the resistance up at 37, 38 potentially. Yeah. You're getting some movement on other small altcoins, but it's mostly Ethereum, it looks like. Cardano up a little bit. But other than that, nothing in the crypto world is really up. Very interesting. God, I ate these like weird chips yesterday, and they like it feels like my tongue is like cut up. That's why I don't normally eat chips. Feels like my mouth's like all messed up. I don't like it. I don't like it. Trump administration touts pulling nearly 10,000 truckers off the road for failing English tests. What? Crazy. Yeah, There's not much news, man. Not much news. Happens to me with sour candy. No, sour candy doesn't really... I mean, I don't eat a ton of sour candy, but it's kind of what my mouth feels like, is like when you're like sucking on too many warheads. That's what my tongue feels like. But it's from chips. It's a weird feeling, honestly. Very weird feeling. There's got to be something else to look into. I mean, we have Orcl earnings coming up, of course, but there's got to be something else to check out before. More insider buys on Grindr, bro? Insider, damn, 39 million on MGM? What is it? I haven't looked at MGM since I thought it was undervalued. I wonder what that's at. Oh, wow. I think it's basically the same price, though, as when I was talking about it. Oh, no, it's up. Most likely. It's probably up I don't remember exactly when I was talking about this. I think it was more back here, so you're basically the same price. A lot of insider buying on that, though. I don't think there's gonna be any whales on GameStop. Nah, well, you gotta put in a call position added. Pretty small though. I mean, 25, 58% position change in shares, that's massive, but the size of the position is relatively small. Maybe they're glassing the chips and the shorts poison you. God, that'd be wild if they were glass. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. In today's world, I would not be surprised, but I don't know. They were some random chips. They were some weird flavor. That's usually only when I get chips, is when it's like a flavor I've never tried before, or like a brand I've never tried. Well, it has to be a flavor. Like if it's like a barbecue chip from a different brand, I'm not gonna get it. But if it's like some weird flavor that I've never seen before, I'll get it. So, but it was some like random brand of chips. So there definitely could have been something sus about it. But I probably just ate too many, realistically. Like, knowing me, I probably just ate too many. And it's probably the seasoning, Got me some sour skets. Not for me. I prefer sour gummy worms. I like the Chase Refined sour skets, though. Yeah, you gotta be in a certain mood for sour skets, definitely. You definitely gotta be in a certain mood. There's a local candy shop. They make mango sour shark gummies. They're the best. That sounds gas. I usually don't like mango things, but that sounds pretty good. Chemical burn off some chips. Welcome to America. The land of the free, the home of the chemical burn. Your taste buds are gonna go nuclear. Your taste buds are gonna go nuclear, dude. Looks like we got some people piling in for the Orcl earnings, potentially. Hope you guys are doing good. We'll have the earnings call live here. What's up, Evolve YouTube? How you doing? How you doing? Are you an Orcl investor, or are you just trading the earnings? Alright. I have the earnings call ready whenever, but you still got like I don't think the earnings call comes out for an hour after the market closes. An investor? Nice. Nice. How long have you been invested in Orcl? We don't get many investors in this stream, I'll be honest. It's mostly traders that pop in, it seems like, whenever we do these earnings streams. 2 years? Oh, nice. So, doing relatively well then. Awesome, bro. Awesome. I love to hear it. I love to hear it. Hopefully we have a good report here on Orcl. You know, I don't have any expectations. I don't really track this stock. I just host these earnings calls for investors and people who are interested. And I like to learn about these businesses. And you can learn a decent amount through the earnings call. Not everything, but I feel like you can learn a decent amount. I work here too? Oh, really? Interesting. I know someone who works at Orcl as well. I don't talk to them often, but I do know someone who works there. That's cool. I don't know if you can answer this, but is your investment stock compensation, or are you actually buying Orcl with your own personal money? I'd be curious if you get compensation or stock compensation working there. Both? Oh, that's awesome, dude. That's really cool. That's really cool. I love that. That's awesome, dude. Still got 30 minutes till the market closes. Damn, the Russell's crushing today. Is that close to new highs on the Russell? Wait, that is all-time highs on the Russell. No way. No way! All-time highs on the Russell, dude? That's crazy. Actually. I'm gonna check this out. Got a 0.25 cut today. Yes, sir. You're not gonna get supposedly you're only supposed to get one cut in 2026 and one cut in 27 as well. Might be the final cut for a while, because inflation's probably gonna start going up quite a bit. And honestly, like, I know they're doing the cut for unemployment, but I don't know how much a 0.25 cut is gonna matter for unemployment. I think it's yeah, I don't know. We'll see, I guess. Seems like a bad move. But what do I know? What do I know? Damn. Price action is volatile today on GameStop. Crazy volatile. Let's see. Yep, all-time highs on the Russell, bro. That's crazy. XRT is about to break out into all-time highs as well. In the the SPY, NASDAQ, and Dow. I mean, the Dow looks like it's about to hit all-time highs soon, but the SPY and the NASDAQ are kind of lagging. Tesla's pushing for all-time highs. Microsoft's lagging quite a bit. Microsoft's down a decent amount. I mean, the market looks great overall. Just looks like you're getting a rotation into different type of stock, potentially. Doesn't look like people are buying these tech stocks as much. Well, besides Google, obviously. Google's crushing, but... And Apple's crushing too, but... It definitely seems like a rotation of some type. It's very rare, from my experience, that you see the Russell hitting all-time highs and nothing else. Usually everything moves together, if not the Russell lagging everything else. So kind of interesting. You know, whether it materializes into anything beneficial for us, who knows, but it is something to point out for sure. Very interesting. I don't know what much more to say besides very interesting. Oracle's kind of ripping into the earnings here. Make sure you sell your options before the earnings report. If you bought 5, make sure you sell 4. Just kidding. JK. Make sure you guys hit that like button if you have not. Could help. Could help, maybe. Who knows? I just don't know how many. I've never streamed Orcl, so I don't know if people are excited about this stock or not. So far it doesn't really seem like it, but still got some time. Still got some time till the earnings comes out. I'm gonna probably go make avocado toast during the earnings call. It's gonna be delicious. It's actually been a while since I've have had avocado toast. The news has been so lackluster lately. There's nothing to talk about. Trump says Fed could have at least doubled latest interest rate cut. I don't know if I agree with that. I don't know why Trump wants rates to go low. Like, it honestly makes no sense, because if they cut rates any more than what they've already done, inflation would start going towards like 4 or 5%. Like, I don't really understand the want for more cuts. I don't get it. I really don't. I don't understand. Let's see what this article says about Orcl. Company raised $18 billion in debt in September. Lands during very volatile stretch to the stock. Their earnings per share estimate is 1.64, revenue 16.21 billion. Looking for 7.92 billion in cloud revenue and 6.06 billion from software. Report lands for a critical moment for Oracle, which has tried to position itself as the center of artificial intelligence boom by committing to massive build-outs. While the move has been a boon for Oracle's revenue and its backlog, investors have grown concerned about the amount of debt the company is raising and the risks it faces should the AI market slow. Yep, that is a fair assessment. Over the past decade, Oracle has diversified its business beyond databases and enterprise software and into cloud infrastructure, where it competes with Amazon, Microsoft, and Google. Those companies are all vying for big AI contracts and are investing heavily in data centers and hardware necessary to meet expected demand. Committed $300 billion on Oracle's infrastructure services over 5 years. That's ChatGPT. Oracle raised $18 billion during the period, one of the biggest issuances on record for the tech company. Skeptical investors have been buying 5-year credit default swaps, driving them to multi-year highs. Interesting. Credit default swaps are like insurance for investors, with buyers paying for protection in case the borrower can't repay its debt. Oracle named executives Clay Magork and Mike Cecilia as the company's new CEOs, succeeding Safra Katz. Oracle also introduced AI agents for automating various facets of finance, human resources, and sales. This should be an interesting earnings report. I'm actually, I'm as excited as I can be about a company I'm not even invested in. But it should be good. Should be very interesting. Damn, this thing's ripping into the earnings, though. That thing is ripping into the earnings. Make sure you guys hit that like button if you have not. And if you're interested in earnings calls and being up to date with companies, even though I don't research a ton of them, consider subscribing. We do these earnings calls frequently, whenever there are earnings calls. There's times when nobody's reporting. Nice little pop into the earnings here, though. I'd be curious to see what the option market's pricing in for Oracle, but it looks like it hasn't really moved much up until about this point. We could check the options real quick, I guess. We got nothing better to do. Because it could have already made its move, potentially. I don't know. Earnings is a flip of the coin. Who knows what it's gonna happen? But it definitely looks like it's had a decent run up into the earnings. Let's see. So Oracle's pricing in like $21 about. 21 to like $25. So I mean, you've had a decent run up the past 5 days, so it could have already made the move potentially. We'll see. We'll see. Earnings is a flip of a coin, so I don't know. But they are pricing in like 20 to 25 bucks. I don't know who who's that? Who that? I've seen this guy before. Oh, he's the Orcl CEO? Gotcha. Gotcha. You got about 15 minutes till the market closes. Overall, a good day for the market, I would say. You're gonna want to see you're gonna want to see some more updates on the S&P and the Nasdaq, though. That'll be crazy if they reject all-time highs. That would be insane. Aaron, what's up, Aaron? How you doing, bro? What's up? What's up? What's up? What is this? Fed meeting live? Live coverage from the Fed meeting? Wait, is Jerome live right now? No. There's no I don't think Jerome's live right now. He could be. It's possible. But I don't think he is. There's no risk-free path. Powell reiterated the Fed has tilted the balance of its risk management framework toward labor market. After previously favoring the inflation mandate, there's no risk-free path for policy as we navigate this tension. Reasonable base case is that the effects of tariffs on inflation will be relatively short-lived, effectively a one-time shift in the price level, he continued. Our obligation is to make sure that a one-time increase in the price level does not become an ongoing inflation problem. But with downside risks, the employment having reason. Okay. Tariffs have caused inflation overshoot. Reason for current overshooting of the central bank's 2% inflation target. It's really tariffs that causing most of the inflation overshoot. While emphasizing the central bank expects tariffs to represent a one-time increase in prices, our job is to make sure that is that. Powell declined to weigh in on reporters' question over the impacts of potential Supreme Court decision striking down Trump's sweeping tariffs. His legacy at the Fed. I really want to turn this job over to whoever replaces me and with the economy in really good shape. That's what I want to do. I want inflation to be under control, coming back down to 2%, and I want the labor market to be strong. That's what I want. Stay on the Fed Board of Governors after his term. Powell only stated, I'm focused on my remaining time as chair. Oh. No, Powell, don't leave. Powell said Fed rate cut won't do much to help housing. Well, yeah, no shit. Wall Street's calling Wednesday a hawkish cut? What? People losing jobs to AI is not a big part of the story yet. Skeptical eye on shutdown, distorted economic data. Powell doesn't expect the Federal Reserve's next move to be a rate hike. Huh. I'll have to watch that later, potentially. I would have watched it today, but I didn't get here in time. Back to Orcl. Back to Orcl, which is still ripping. And you still got you still got 10 minutes till the market closes, so still got some time until this earnings report comes out. The waiting game now. It's just a waiting game now. Sucks that we're not getting more information on the GameStop awards. I want to see what I'm curious to see what that's all about. They have given no info. And per typical, nothing on Reddit of importance. What else can we check? Oh yeah, there's Adobe earnings after hours as well. Not as important. I mean, I don't feel like Adobe is doing that well. Doesn't seem like they're at 2023 lows. Like Adobe's not doing great. What did I want to check their last quarters, starting with Orcl. Let's see what the last quarter did. Just a quick little check. 2.9 billion net income. 180 billion total assets. Not bad. Not bad. What about Adobe? Wait, what's Oracle's market cap? Wasn't it like 600 billion or something? Seems... Yeah, 600 billion market cap? That seems weird. That seems weird. That seems weird. Let's see. Let's see what Adobe did last quarter. Damn, 5.2 billion? They crushed. Potentially overvalued. Wait, is that 28? Only 28 billion in assets? Isn't it like 140 market cap? Isn't that what that said? It seems... Yeah, that's weird. Seems potentially overvalued, but whatever. Is what it is. Doesn't mean it can't keep going up. Well, in Adobe's case, hasn't really been going up. Is there anything else to check out before the market closes? Don't seem like it. News is pretty dead today. U.S. seized oil tanker off Venezuelan coast. What's this?
Level up your...
I ain't watching the ad. I miss having an ad blocker. They're so useful. Probably the most useful thing. One of the most useful things. You got about 5 more minutes till the market closes here. You're not getting that many people coming in here for the earnings though. I would expect Orcl to be more hype. And nobody's hitting the like button. Make sure you guys hit that like button. There's like 20 people in here and 4 likes. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. What's up, Kazi? Kazi? What's up, Kazi? W Orcl? We'll see, we'll see. Hopefully it goes well. What are you guys trading on this stock? Are you guys trading options? What are you betting on? Or is there just a lot of investors here? 150? That seems like a long way down. $150 seems like a long way down. He has 150 different stocks. the shotgun approach. 150 different stocks in the portfolio. 150 Orcls. Ah, gotcha. Well, good luck. Hope it works out. Not as many, usually it's only option traders in here, so it's nice to see. It's nice to see some actual stock investors. Most people just YOLO options and lose. New here? Well, welcome, Fast and the Furious. Welcome. Too fast. Too furious. I'm too fast for y'all, man. Too fast. Too furious. I'm too fast for y'all. What you gonna do? Act a fool. What you gonna do? Act a fool. What's up, Douglas? Quarter mile at a time. Life is a highway. I wanna ride it all night long. Yeah, like 2 minutes till the market closes. And I don't know how long after the market closes will you see. the stock react? I don't really know. I don't really know. Too much debt. Yeah, I read a little bit about it. 18 billion in debt to build out data centers. It's gonna go to 300 on earnings. You think? You think 300? That's the all-time high, isn't it? Yeah, about 305, somewhere around there is the all-time high. That'd be interesting to see. $250. It's gonna be fast and furious. Too fast. Too furious. Alright, there's your market close. Decent day on the market overall. A decent day on the market. Is crypto still going up? I don't know. It's just Ethereum. And I think I saw Cardano up, but not getting much upside on crypto. Damn. Decent amount of people in the stream. Make sure you guys hit that like button and let me know your bets in the chat. Let me know if you're bullish or bearish on Orcl. What are you betting on? You know, what's your option strike price? Let us know. Let us know. Bull. What's up, Lecco? Lecco, what's up? All right, I'll pull up Twitter. We'll get these. Get this earnings report. Even though I could just go on the website. I'll go on the website. I don't think we necessarily need Twitter. I'm just waiting for them to post. Make sure you guys hit that like button and let us know your plays in the chat. Let us know your plays. Seems like it's relatively hyped on Twitter. There's a decent amount. Damn, there's 60 people in the chat right now. You guys got to run up that like button. If you guys want that earnings call, you got to run up that like button. We can't have an earnings call without more likes on the stream, so hit that like button, chat. Thank you, Fast and the Furious. Thank you. What's up, Eric? What's up, Eric? Lamb? What's up, Lamb? Yeah, make sure you guys run up that like button. If you guys want the earnings call, you gotta hit that like button. That's how we do it around here. We trade likes for the earnings call. What's up, Bog? What's up, Bogdan? Charlie, what's up, Charlie? Yeah, you guys gotta run up that like button, bro. There's like 80 people in here. There's like 80 people in the stream, and we only got like 20 likes. You guys gotta run that up, bro. We need at least 50. At least 50. You need 50 likes for the earnings call. Survive and thrive. What's up, bro? How you doing, Survive and thrive? How you doing, bro? Good to see you in here today. Amish Pudding, what's up? Jimmy, what's up, Jimmy? What's up, Jimmy? Hope you guys are all doing good. Hope you're excited for the earnings here. Looks like the stock's going up. Ooh, 228 on the stock. 229. Oh, it's going up. It's going up. The earnings must have got released. Let's see. Let's see. I'm not seeing the earnings report yet. I'm not seeing the earnings report yet, but the stock's going up. I don't think the earnings are out yet, but you got a little bit of upside there. It looks like it gave it all back. You're back at 224. Looks like it gave it all back. No, 218. Oh, now you're going down. This is earnings. This is earnings. I'm not seeing it on the website yet. Let's see. Okay. So you got 2.26 EPS. That's a 54 or 37% beat. So they crushed on EPS, but they barely missed their revenue. Barely missed their revenue by a tiny fraction. 0.56% miss on the revenue. But the stock is dropping now. 212, 211. Wow, the stock's down 5%. 210. Wow, it's still going down. They did not like that revenue miss. They did not like that revenue miss. There must be more. There must be more. Where's how come it's not posting on the website? Not posting on the website for some reason. Make sure you guys hit that like button if you want the earnings call. There's over 100 people in the stream and we got 30 likes. We need way more likes than that if you guys want the earnings call. If you guys want the earnings call, you better run up that like button. 209. Wow, this thing's still dropping. 210. Looks like you're sitting at 210 right now. Kind of just chilling at 210 for right now, but decent drop right there. Decent drop. Let's see. Remaining performance obligations, $523 billion. GAAP earnings per share up 91%. It says the revenue's up on this Twitter post. But for some reason I'm not seeing it on their website. Maybe this? Yeah, I'm not. Oh, right here. Right here. Here we go. Here we go, chat. Alright, chat. You guys gotta run up that like button if you want me to read through this. If you gotta run up that like button, bro. There's 124 people here, and we got 30 likes. You guys gotta run that up. We need 100. You guys we need 100 likes if you want the earnings call. If you want the earnings call, you gotta run up 100 likes. So run it up. Run it up, chat. Run it up. Alright. Oracle announces fiscal year 2026 second quarter financial results. Q2 remaining performance obligations $523 billion, up 438% in USD. Q2 GAAP earnings per share up 91% to 2.1. Non-GAAP earnings per share up 54% to 2.26. Q2 total revenue $16.1 billion, up 14% and up 13% in constant currency. Q2 cloud revenue $8 billion, up 34%. Q2 cloud infrastructure revenue, 4.1 billion, up 68%. Q2 cloud application revenue, 3.9 billion, up 11%. Q2 Fusion Cloud ERP revenue, 1.1 billion, up 18%. Q2 NetSuite Cloud ERP revenue, 1 billion, up 13%. So it looks like they did relatively well. Marius, what's up, Marius? What's up, bro? What's up, Marius? Hope you're doing good. Glad to see you. Glad to see you. Damn, you guys are slacking on the like button. There is way too many people in here to only have 40 likes. Come on, chat. If you guys want that earnings call, you got to run up that like button. It's a fair trade. It's a fair trade. All right. Orcl Corp today announced fiscal 2026 Q2 results. Total remaining performance obligations were up 438% year over year in USD. Total quarterly revenues were up 14% in USD. Cloud revenues were up 34%. Software revenues were down 3%. What's the stock at? You're still sitting at 210, it looks like. So the stock's not really moving much anymore. Decent sell-off, though. Decent sell-off. Still chilling around 210. Looks like it went down to about 207, so it could sell off more, but you're finding some support at that 210. Q2 GAAP operating Q2 GAAP operating income was 4.7 billion. Non-GAAP operating income was 6.7 billion, up 10% year over year. GAAP net income was 6.1 billion. Non-GAAP net income was 6.6 billion, up 57% USD. Q2 GAAP earnings per share was 2.1, up 91%. Non-GAAP earnings per share was 2.26, up 54%. Short-term deferred revenues were 9.9 billion over the last 12 months. Operating cash flow was 22.3 billion, up 10%. Remaining performance obligations increased by 68 billion in Q2, up 15% sequentially to 523 billion, highlighted by new commitments from Meta, Nvidia, and others. Q2 GAAP earnings per share was up 91% to 2.1. Were both positively impacted by a 2.7 billion pre-tax gain and sale of Oracle's interest in the Ampere chip company. Oracl sold Ampere because we no longer think it is strategic for us to continue designing, manufacturing, and using our own chips in our cloud data centers. We're committed to a policy of chip neutrality where we work closely with all of our CPUs and GPU suppliers. Of course, we'll continue to buy the latest GPUs from Nvidia, but we need to be prepared and be able to deploy whatever chips our customers want to buy. There are going to be a lot of changes in AI technology over the next few years, and we must remain agile in response to those changes. Oracl is very good at building and running high-performance and cost-efficient cloud data centers. For years, Oracl has been investing in AI and building autonomous cloud software. Oracl's autonomous database and autonomous Linux have been a key to reducing human labor and human error in our data centers. Because our data centers are highly automated, we can build and run more of them. Oracl has over 211 live and planned regions worldwide, more than any of our cloud competitors. We're more than halfway through building 72 Oracl multi-cloud data centers to be embedded throughout the Amazon, Google, and Microsoft clouds. We're committed to cloud neutrality because we believe that our customers should be able to run their Oracl databases in any cloud they choose. That strategy is definitely paying off. Our multi-cloud database business is our fastest growing business, up 817% in Q2. AI training and selling AI models are very big businesses, but we think there is an even larger opportunity embedding AI in a variety of different products. Oracl is in a unique position to embed AI in all three layers of our software products. Wow, make sure you got, bro. There's 140 people in here and we only got 50 likes. If you guys want the earnings call, you got to get that you got to get the likes up to 100. If you want the earnings call, you got to get the likes up to 100. So run it up. Run it up. In all three of our software products, our cloud data center software, our autonomous database, and analytics software, and our application software. All three of these Orcl software businesses are already big. AI will make them all better and bigger. AI allows us to automate complex multi-step processes that were impossible to automate before AI. AI is enabling us to automate loan origination and risk quantification for banks and their customers. AI is enabling us to help doctors diagnose and care for their patients and manage the reimbursement process between healthcare providers and payers. All of the top 5 AI models are in the Orcl cloud. We have huge advantages over our application competitors. The board of directors declared a quarterly cash dividend of 0.5 per share of outstanding common stock. This dividend will be paid to stockholders of record as of the close of business on January 9th, 2026, with a payment date of January 23rd, 2026. They have a sample list of customers which purchased Orcl Cloud services during the quarter will be available. Well, let's see that. Milwaukee, Qatar Airways. Wow, they got a lot. I'm not going to go through all that, but that's kind of interesting. Orcl will hold the conference call, which I will be hosting, but if you guys want to listen to the conference call, you got to run up those. Hey, 69 likes. 69 likes is impressive, but we need 100. I'm sorry. 69 likes is impressive. I'm proud of you guys, but we need 100, so make sure you guys hit that like button if you want the earnings call. We need 100 likes for the earnings call. That's a fair trade. That's a fair trade. 100 likes for the earnings call. Oracle's bouncing back, is it? Oh yeah, you're at 214 now. So, not bad, not bad. Not bad, not bad. I won't go through all the numbers just because they'll probably do it in the earnings call. But it looks great. Adobe? Oh, you want to see Adobe? We can check Adobe real quick. We can check Adobe real quick. I got you, bro. I got you, bro. Say less, say less. It looks like Adobe hasn't... Oh, it went up for a second. It looks like it went up for a second, but not much there. Let's see. I would assume most people are here for Orcl, so I'm not gonna go too in depth on Adobe, but we'll check it out real quick. We'll give it a quick. We'll give it a quickie, you know. We'll give it a quickie. Let's see. I don't know if they've posted the 10Q yet on here. I don't think this is the right one. No, that's not the right one. I don't think Adobe is posted on their website yet. But we can check Twitter. Adobe revenue up 10%. Where's a better one? Okay, so Adobe's earnings, EPS was 5.5 versus 5.39 expected. Revenue was 6.19 billion versus 6.11 billion expected. And their Q1 guidance, EPS is 5.85 to 5.9. And their revenue guidance is 6.25 billion to 6.3 billion. So they're expecting a little bit better on the guidance, it looks like. But overall, Adobe didn't do much. Begging for likes? I'm not begging for likes. It's a fair trade-off. I'm giving you an earnings call, and you're giving me likes. It's called a fair trade. Have you ever heard of that? Or are you just selfish? Seems like you're selfish. Seems like you're selfish if you can't even give a like for a earnings call. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy, son. Fair trade, Drake. Fair trade, Drake. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, Oracle's still holding solid. Still holding solid. But you got like 40 minutes until the earnings call. It's gonna be a minute. We'll go through some of the numbers on Oracle here. But yeah, the Adobe earnings didn't look interesting. Looks like they just did what they said they were gonna do. No beats, no major beats, no major losses. So, not much to say about Adobe, it looks like. Synopsys? Did Synopsys report today? Oh yeah, it did. We'll check that. We'll check that. Synopsys investor relations. Let's see, where is it? All right, here's Synopsys. All right, Synopsys record full year 2025 revenue of 7.05 billion, fourth quarter revenue of 2.255 billion, exceeding midpoint guidance. Full year and fourth quarter non-GAAP earnings per diluted share exceeded guidance. Expecting fiscal year 2026 revenue of 9.61 billion at midpoint, including 2.9 billion of expected ANSI's revenue, I don't know what that is, and reflecting the impact of approximately 110 million of divested Optical Solutions Group and Power Artist RTL business. This is a weird earnings report. Let's see. Revenue for the fourth quarter, fiscal year 2025 was 2.255 billion compared to 1.636 billion for the fourth quarter of 2024. And CS contributed 667.7 million in revenue for the fourth quarter of fiscal year 2025. Revenue for fiscal year 2025 was 7.05 billion, an increase of approximately 15% from 6.127 billion in fiscal year 2024. Ansys contributed 756.6 million in revenue for fiscal year 2025. Synopsys team delivered a solid finish to a year that redefined our company as a leader in engineering solutions from silicon to systems. We enter fiscal year 2026 with intense focus on driving sustainable growth and margin expansion through continued innovation and disciplined execution. We finished the year with record revenue and a strong backlog of $11.4 billion, which underscores the resilience of the business. We expect to set another revenue record in 2026 while fully integrating Ansys, driving further operational efficiency and capitalizing on our expanded opportunity. On a U.S. generally accepted accounting principle basis, net income for the fourth quarter of fiscal year 2025 was 448.7 million, or 2.39 per diluted share, compared to 279.3 million, or 1.79 per diluted share, for the fourth quarter of fiscal year 2024. GAAP net income for fiscal year 2025 was 1.336 billion, or 8.07 per diluted share, compared to 1.442 billion, or 9.25 per diluted share. On a non-GAAP basis, net income for the fourth quarter of fiscal year 2025 was 543.1 million, or 2.9 per diluted share, compared to non-GAAP net income of 529.9 million, or 3.4 per diluted share. For the fourth quarter of fiscal year 2024, non-GAAP net income for fiscal year 2025 was 2.138 billion, or 12.91 per diluted share, compared to a non-GAAP net income of 2.058 billion, or 13.2 per diluted share. So Synopsys looks okay, seems okay. I'm not going to read much more into it, but seems decent. I'm not I'm not dialed into that company at all, but doesn't seem bad. Doesn't seem bad. Thanks for whoever suggested that. Alice, Alas, Ales, I don't know. AVGO reporting? I don't know. Good question. AVGO? Broadcom? Tomorrow it looks like. Looks like Broadcom's tomorrow after hours, so maybe we might stream Broadcom. You also have Costco tomorrow, so I'm definitely going to be streaming Costco earnings, but we might check out Broadcom tomorrow. We might check out Broadcom. Look at the stock on Synopsys. What was the ticker again? I forgot. Oh, SNPS. Oh wow, up 8%. That thing crushed. That thing crushed. Not bad. Not bad. I assume most of you guys are here for Orcl though. I assume most of you guys are here for Orcl, so we'll definitely do the Orcl earnings call because, you know, that's just what I assume most of you are here for. Yeah, nine more likes. 9 more likes for the earnings call. What's up, Spin? Garrick, what's up, Garrick? Stein TV, what's up? Anang, what's up? Tracy, how you doing? Kelvin, what's up? Falto. Grayson, what's up? Man Like You. So we got some beautiful people in the chat. Steven, what's up? Viral Ranking, what up? What I Love, what's up? Hope you guys are all doing good. Hope you guys are all doing good. 4 more likes. Oh, they're crushing it, bro. We're so close. You're right there on the 100 likes. Right there on the 100 likes. Make sure you guys get that. Make sure you guys get that 100 likes. No options on Orcl for me. I'm a GameStop investor. I don't do anything else but trade GameStop and buy GameStop. I just like covering the earnings. I like listening to earnings calls. I'm interested in business, so I like to cover these, and you know, a lot of people like when I cover these, so I mostly do it for you guys. I mostly do it for you guys. Yes, sir. GameStop, baby. GameStop, baby. Orcl fell back to support, formed a few days ago. Clearly, the market doesn't hate the earnings. Yeah, it seemed like Orcl just had the run up into the earnings. And did we get 100 likes? Hey, let's go, chat. Let's go, chat. Thank you. Thanks for the 100 likes, chat. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys. God bless you. Do I own shares or leaps? I only buy shares. I only buy shares. I can't believe you're the GM investor. Wasn't even that bad. Yeah, I mean, they crushed on the earnings per share. I'm not dialed in enough on Orcl to really have an opinion on it, but I assume investors are just worried about the new debt for the data centers. From what I've read so far, I assume that's what a lot of investors are worried about. Gave you 103. Thank you, Stein. Thank you, bro. What platform do I use? I use Thinkorswim. Charles Schwab. Charles Schwab. I have no doubt in my mind Orcl will bounce back. Hey, I love you too, Jabe. I love you too, bro. Thanks for being here. Rickson Gracie, what's up, Rickson? How you doing, bro? How you doing, Rickson? Been a while. Hope you're doing good. I bought Orcl calls for March a few days ago, sold for profit before the call. I think the earnings call could shed some light. Also, YGME. GameStop's undervalued in my opinion. And I think the downside is extremely limited. And that's about it. I like the downside protection on GameStop. I think it's very interesting. And the upside, the potential upside is also very interesting. You know, whether it works out or not, we'll see. You know, we'll see. But I like GameStop's fundamentals and the future projection of the company. I think it's going to perform very well in the next 5, 10, 20 years. But we'll see, you know? Nothing's guaranteed. There's no guarantees in the stock market. So, we'll see if it works out or not. At the end of the day, it's just a bet. Kraken. Kraken's a crypto website. Been busy. Good, Rickson. That's good, bro. Being busy is a good thing. Hey, Chandra. Thank you for joining the membership, Chandra. God bless you. God bless you, Chandra. Thank you for joining the membership. I appreciate that. 60 shares of Orcl. Nice. Do I do live trading? Yeah. I mean, I don't trade often. You know, when there's profits to be taken, I'll take them. But I've definitely slowed my trading the past few months. It's been mostly just buying GameStop shares when I have money. And, you know, I'll take some profits when there's profits because I have a lot of shares, but I don't trade as much as I used to. Nowhere near as much as I used to. What's up, Dips? All right, Survive and Thrive. Why is Orcl going down? Revenue's a fractional miss, and they have bet earnings. Is that for guidance? It's the stock market. Just because Orcl posted decent earnings and Oracle's a relatively good business doesn't mean the stock can't go down. The stock and the business are in some ways correlated, but they're also separate. Gonna lose 8K tomorrow. RIP. Do you do live trading on your platform? Again, it's the first time I came across your content. I trade sometimes, but I mostly just read about news and research stuff. You know, stream about whatever events are going on. Like today's Orcl earnings, so we stream about Orcl earnings. Yesterday was GameStop earnings, so we streamed about that. Here in like, 3 hours, I think? You have the GameStop awards. So we'll stream about that. Read news. I just try to keep up to date with what's going on in the world, but not a lot of trading. Like I said, when there's profit to be had, I'll take the profit, but I don't do a lot of trading because my investment in GameStop's a 5, 10, 20-year play. So I just don't take profits very often. And a lot of the time the stock doesn't ever move, so you're not really able to take profits very often. Want to comment on FOMC? Personally, I'm not a biggest fan of the rate cut. I think the rate cut isn't the best idea. hopefully they're right and inflation is only going up because of the tariffs, but if inflation is still continuing to go up and they just did a rate cut, I wouldn't be surprised to see 3-4% inflation coming up. But the only reason they did the rate cut is because unemployment is going up and they're trying to push unemployment down. But yeah, you're in a very weird position as far as the economy goes with inflation and unemployment. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. You know, rate cuts and economics is a slow process. It's a very slow process. What's up, Nuryade? What's up, Diggy? What's up, Diggy? Oh, sorry, bro. That's what YouTube does. They love ads. They love sending ads out. That's what YouTube does. Orcl losing $7 billion in free cash flow in the quarter, definitely not a good look. I didn't see that. That's interesting. I didn't see that. You know what the guidance is given by Orcl? There's the call yet to occur. You haven't had the call yet. I didn't read anything about guidance on Orcl. Maybe they'll talk about it during the call. I didn't see anything about guidance on here, I don't think. If someone in the chat saw something, post it. We got a lot of eyes in the chat, so you can always ask someone in the chat as well. +1 on that, 100% agree. Mr. Powell's in an enviable position. I agree. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens with inflation. Hopefully, hopefully it's just because of the tariffs and it doesn't start pushing towards 4%, because that wouldn't be good. But we'll see. We'll see. Large executive order involving AI robotics. Oh, nice. Nice. You got about 25 minutes till the earnings call comes up. Appreciate you all being here. Shout out Chandra again. I appreciate you, Chandra. Thank you for joining the membership. I really appreciate that. God bless you. God bless you. What's up, viral rankings? Yeah, sometimes you get movement during the earnings call. Just depends. It just depends. Hey, what's up, P? How you doing, P? Glad to see you, bro. Glad to see you. Hope you're doing good. Is there any other earnings we can check out while we wait for Orcl here? There's a few, but nothing I really want to look into. Adobe. We already checked out Adobe. They didn't really do anything. They just posted what they were expected to post. Adobe wasn't really anything special. And I don't think the stock's moving either. I think the stock's only down like $2. Oh, the stock's up now, so yeah, you're not getting much on Adobe. Pretty much whatever was expected on Adobe happened from what I read. Orcl earnings come out. Yeah, they came out. We're just waiting on the earnings call. So in the meantime, hit that like button. I appreciate you guys getting over 100 likes. Thank you for that. What's up, Micklum? What's up? What's up, JCP? Rainbow, what's up? You streaming the GameStop event later? Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to stream this earnings call, and then I'll end the stream once the earnings call's over. And then I'll restart the stream for the GameStop awards. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna stream that. I'm interested in seeing what that's about. There's a chance the call reverses the stock. It can. Doesn't mean it will. It could also make it go down more, you know? Just depends how the market feels about what's being said. Not to the level you probably need. What's up, Uraj? Damn, 111 likes? Let's go, chat. Much love, chat. Appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for being here. God bless you. If you haven't, hit that subscribe button. We do these streams. We stream earnings calls and talk about earnings whenever they're happening and read news. So if you're interested in up-to-date information, earnings calls, business, whatever it may be, make sure you subscribe. What's going with Meta? It seems like no real movement for weeks. I haven't really tracked Meta, but it definitely has been lagging everything. So I would expect to see a move on Meta at some point. Unless, unless the market's going to start crashing randomly. Which, I don't personally see that. Doesn't mean it can't happen, but yeah, you should see some upside on Meta at some point. But you also have to realize Meta has been absolutely crushing. Meta's up like 7-8x from 2023, whereas a lot of those other top tech names, they're not up as nearly as much as Meta. So, you also have to realize Meta has been outperforming for the past 2 years, past 3 years. What's up, Rory? Meta had a nice bounce since November 21st. Larry could say something that could reverse or make it dump more. We don't know yet. Just hope for the best, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, earnings is a tough thing to predict. It's not a... I know a lot of people gamble on earnings, and I can tell because I've seen I've seen a lot of people saying they're down a lot, but gambling on earnings isn't the best. It's not the best thing you can be doing with your time. Where the stock goes, nobody knows, my friend. But welcome, Preston. Welcome. Isaiah, what's up, Isaiah? How you doing, bro? It's Orcl earnings. There's a lot of beautiful Orcl investors out there who are interested in the stock. And yeah, that's why there's so many people here right now. People love earnings because, investors pay attention to earnings because you get a lot of information at one time, and degenerates love to YOLO on earnings because they like losing money, I guess. I don't know. Not saying you can't make money YOLOing on earnings. It's just majority of the time I only see people lose. Isn't the best, but I've made a lot of money from it. Doing it whilst I'm young, no financial responsibility. That's good, bro. Keep at it. Keep at it. That's how you do it right there. That's how you do it right there. What's up, Guitar? What's up, Onu? Greetings from Turkey. Welcome, bro. Welcome. Here for the earnings call. We see red right now. Market buys the future, not the past. I hope CEO has a plan for the future. Amen. Amen. Well, thank you for being here, Onu. We still got like 15 minutes until the earnings call starts. We got like 15 minutes, but it's coming up. It's coming up. Zero DT's earnings is complete garbage. Or complete gambling. Yep. Yes, sir. People love to gamble, though. People love to gamble. When is the call? Like 15 minutes, about. Can I give you financial advice? No, I cannot. You gotta do what's best for you. Chris Johnson, Trey Flip Del Toro. Oh, did the clip finally come out? I saw the article about it, but I haven't seen the clip yet. Did the clip finally come out? What's up, Mudcats? See, isn't this nice, Mudcats? Isn't it nice when you can come in here and say something nice and we can talk about it for a second? Like, that's beautiful, bro. That's beautiful. You don't gotta be negative all the time, you know? 15 minutes for what? The earnings call. Will you show us the call? Yeah, I'll have the call up. I'll have the call up. Don't you worry. I just had to... You have to... They don't have the... Whatever you call it. Like the loading screen for the earnings call until 15 minutes before. So, I had to wait for now. So now I can get the earnings call ready. Alright, here we go, boys. Here we go, boys. Oh, you're out, Moose? Hey, much love, bro. I appreciate you. Appreciate you stopping in, as always. God bless you, bro. God bless. Have a good rest of your day. I'm new to this, and I'm already down on Orcl. I was up earlier today. Now I'm scared. Well, did you buy Orcl to gamble, or did you buy it for a long-term investment? Because if you bought it for a long-term investment, shouldn't matter much. But if you bought it for a gamble, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. That's a whole other situation. Shouldn't have gambled what you were, you know? You never gamble what you're not willing to lose, bro. Never gamble what you're not willing to lose. From Israel, waiting for Orcl car. Well, welcome, Nuryade. I don't know how to spell. I can't even talk, let alone say your name. I don't even know how to talk. But welcome, bro. Greetings, bro. From Israel, that's awesome. I appreciate you being here, bro. I appreciate you being in here. Golf sim, enjoy, Moose. Enjoy. That'll be a good time. That'll be a good time. I don't think the earning will change a lot. Why do I have ads? Because, I don't know. That's just what you do. That's what you do when you're a live streamer. That's how you make money, is from ads. Nobody donates. You know, I have members. They have a $1 a month subscription. Some of my members, but the only way I make money as a live streamer / content creator is from ads. I don't have sponsors. People don't donate. Most people don't join the membership. So I'm kind of forced to run ads. So I'm sorry about that. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's see. Getting into stocks, and I just invested in Micron. Have you heard of them, or what do you think of that stock? Micron, a lot of people like Micron. I don't really track it. I don't really pay attention to it, but I know a lot of people like Micron. I haven't looked at the chart in a long time, but people love Micron. I streamed their last earnings call and there was a lot of people here. But, you know, you gotta do the research for yourself and see how you feel about the company. Doesn't really matter how anyone else feels, because when the stock starts dipping, is your analysis going to keep you in the play? You know? So we'll trade sideways until next earnings. Buying weeklies on company earnings is not an edge. For the youth in the chat, learn a real strategy. Oh yeah. Youth in the... man, if you're a youth, if you're in your 20s, you should be investing, bro. You should be investing. You shouldn't even be worrying about trading. You know, you can trade here and there, but if you're young, invest, bro. Invest in good business. In the next 5, 10, 20 years, you won't regret it. But if you sit and waste your time trading, I can't promise, you know, the future is not guaranteed if you're gambling, which is trading. 99% of the time, Orcl craters on earnings. Stock buyback announcement. Orcl building was used in the Terminator? Really? Like, actually? Hey, double prizes. Thank you for the $10, double prizes. Backing David's offer for WBD is being weighed? I don't know what you mean by that. I don't know what you mean by that, double prizes, but I appreciate the $10 donation. God bless you, bro. God bless you. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's the first donation I've gotten in months, man. So, much love, double prizes. Much love, bro. That's literally the first donation I've gotten in months. It's been a hard economy for a lot of people. It definitely shows. It definitely shows. But thank you guys all for being here. We got like 9 minutes and then this earnings call starts. We got 9 minutes. You're still holding 208 on the stock. So that's good. That's good. Make sure you guys hit that. Can we get 150 likes? Can we get 150 likes? Is that possible? Run up that like button, chat. Appreciate you guys all being here. Not trading, but I'm still very nervous. Well, if you're invested in this long term, my friend, you shouldn't be nervous about one day. Long term is 5, 10 years. You're worried about one day in your 5, 10 year investing career? Well, hopefully your investing career is longer than 10 years, but you're worried about one day out of a 5, 10 year potential hold? I don't know what to tell you, bro. I don't know what to tell you. That's a tough position to be in. That's a tough position to be in, my friend. You got to invest in things you truly believe in, and then there's no emotion. That's why personally I YOLO all my money into GameStop, because I truly believe in the business, and even when it goes down, I don't really care. So, you know, that's a good piece of advice for anyone out there. Invest in business you truly believe in. What in the report makes the stock go down? I mean, in my opinion, stocks and business aren't really correlated. Like, the business could be doing extremely well, but maybe the stock's overvalued. You know, maybe. I'm not saying it is, but if the stock's overvalued, it would make sense why it would potentially sell off. But, you know, I would just say the stock and the business isn't directly correlated, and that's probably going to be your best answer. A stock, the stock market is its own thing. Oh, another $10. Much love, double prizes. Much love, bro. David's Larry's son at Paramount bidding to buy Warner Bros. Discovery. I thought Netflix bought Warner Bros. Interesting. I guess the deal didn't go through all the way yet. I thought Netflix bought it. You can see the entire thing at the end of the movie and they blow it up with CGI. Oh, interesting. I don't know if I've ever seen that Terminator. You can totally do both, but don't trade from your damn phone. A line chart isn't telling you any meaningful information. I think if you're good enough at trading, you could trade off your phone. But trading's a tough game. It's not easy. It's not easy. You have all your money in GameStop? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You have an opinion about Bitcoin? Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of crypto. Personally. I think it's useful. I think it's useful to send money around the world. But other than that, I'm not a big fan of crypto. Not listening to you then? Well, if you think GameStop is a bad investment and you aren't going to listen to me because you think that, it just goes to show that you're an uneducated investor. So, good for you. Don't listen to me then. Don't listen to me then. Like, I give a shit. Like, I care. You're an uneducated investor if that's your reason not to listen to me. You need to get educated, bro. You need to get educated. This earnings is all about OpenAI investment and David's bid to buy WBD at $30 a share versus Netflix at $23 a share. Oh, okay. I see. I'll look more into that, double prizes. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you for the donations too. That's 30 dude, that's $30 double prizes. That's $30, bro. God bless you. God bless you, double prizes. Much love. What is my take on GameStop? I think the fundamentals are very interesting and potentially the downside on the stock is limited and the potential future upside looking out 5, 10, 20 years is very interesting. But man, to give you almost 2 years of due diligence in a few minutes, it would be tough. But I just think GameStop is an interesting business and an interesting stock. He's more important. Let's sit and listen to Mr. T. You are not ready for margin. Yep. All right, Marius. I'll see you soon. Much love, Marius. Sorry, I just barely saw your message. You got like 3 more minutes till this earnings call. It's coming up. It's coming up, chat. Make sure you hit that like button in the meantime. Make sure you hit the like button in the meantime. And subscribe. If you're interested in earnings calls and keeping up to date with news and stuff, definitely subscribe. We live stream every single day. So, subscribe. GameStop is not about video games. Nope, it is not. Well, it is. You know, it's a piece of GameStop's business, but if you're looking at if you're looking out 5, 10, 20 years, GameStop is definitely more interesting than just a video game retailer. But time will tell, time will tell. It's just a bet, man. It's just a bet. It's a bet that I find very interesting, and when I find a bet interesting, I go all in. How about AVGO? AVGO's tomorrow. says he won't listen to you because you don't like Bitcoin is obviously a teenager. I mean, I think Bitcoin's interesting. I just personally wouldn't invest in it. And, if you really think about it, GameStop has, like 10%, 5% of Bitcoin on their balance sheet. So buying GameStop, in a way, is sort of investing in Bitcoin. Not fully, but in a way it is. In a way it is. Damn, double prizes. Why you donating so much, bro? Why you donating so much, bro? I appreciate it. God bless you. This earnings call is coming on here in a minute, though, so I'm gonna be not talking when this earnings call gets up here. But I appreciate everyone being here. Thank you. God bless you. God bless you. Earnings call should start here in like a minute. I'll give you a price check on Orcl before we go. You're at... still at 208. Still chilling at 207, 208. But thank you guys for... Thank you for all the donations, double prizes. I really appreciate it, bro. Thank you. Thank you. He got Orcl puts. That's why he's donating. Well, congrats to him. Congrats to him if he did buy puts. Congrats to him. But I appreciate you guys. Come on, Orcl. It should be coming up. All right, here you guys go.
And thank you for
Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you guys hit that like button. And I'll see you guys after the call.
welcome everyone to the Orcl Corporation Q2 FY26 earnings call. All lines have been placed on mute to prevent any background noise. After the speaker's remarks, there will be a question and answer session. If you would like to ask a question during that time, simply press star, then the number 1 on your telephone keypad. I would now like to turn the call over to Ken Bond, Head of Investor Relations. Sir, please go ahead.
Thank you, Tiffany. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Oracle's second quarter fiscal year 2026 earnings conference call. On the call today are Chairman and Chief Technology Officer Larry Ellison, Chief Executive Officer Mike Cecilia, Chief Executive Officer Clay McGuirk, and Principal Financial Officer Doug Caring. A copy of the press release and financial tables, which includes a GAAP to non-GAAP reconciliation, other supplemental financial information, and a list of many customers who purchased Oracle Cloud services or went live on Oracle Cloud recently, will be available from our Investor Relations website. As a reminder, today's discussion will include forward-looking statements, and we will discuss some important factors relating to our business. These forward-looking statements are also subject to risks and uncertainties that may cause actual results to differ materially from statements being made today. As a result, we caution you from placing undue reliance on these forward-looking statements, and we encourage you to review our most recent reports, including our 10-K and 10-Q and any applicable amendments. And finally, we're not obligating ourselves to revise our results or these financial-looking statements. Before taking questions, we'll begin with a few prepared remarks, and I'm now turn the call over to Mike.
No, it's actually to me, Ken. Appreciate it. This is Doug. As it relates to the numbers we are about to present, the following apply to both the results for Q2 and to our guidance for Q3. First, we'll be discussing our financials using constant currency growth rates, as this is how we manage the business. Second, we'll be presenting our numbers on a non-GAAP basis, except where we indicate otherwise. Finally, as it relates to currency, it had a 1% positive impact on revenue and 3 cents positive impact on earnings in Q2. For Q3, assuming currency exchange rates remain the same as they are now, currency should have a 2 to 3% positive effect on revenue and have a 6 cents positive effect on EPS, depending on rounding. In terms of the results for Q2, we had another excellent quarter of execution. Remaining performance obligations, or RPO, ended the quarter at $523.3 billion, up 433% from last year and up $68 billion since the end of August, driven by contracts signed with Meta NVIDIA, and others as we continue to diversify our customer backlog. RPO expected to be recognized in the next 12 months grew 40% year over year, compared with 25% last quarter and 21% last year. Total cloud revenue, which includes both applications and infrastructure, was up 33% at $8 billion, representing a significant acceleration from the 24% growth rate reported last year. Cloud revenue now accounts for half of Oracle's overall revenue. Cloud infrastructure revenue was $4.1 billion, up 66%, with GPU-related revenue growing 177%. Oracle's cloud infrastructure businesses continue to grow much faster than our competitors. Cloud database services revenue was up 30%, with autonomous database revenue up 43% and multi-cloud consumption up 817%. Cloud applications revenue was $3.9 billion and up 11%. Our strategic back-office applications revenue was $2.4 billion and up 16%. As we finish combining our industry-based cloud apps and our Fusion cloud apps under one selling organization in each region across the world, we have been seeing increasing cross-selling synergies that are expected to drive higher cloud applications growth rates in the future. All in, total revenues for the quarter were $16.1 billion, up 13%, and higher than the 9% growth reported in Q2 last year, continuing our trend of accelerating total revenue growth. Operating income grew 8% to $6.7 billion. Non-GAAP EPS was $2.26, up 51%, while GAAP EPS was $2.10, up 86%. We recognized a pre-tax gain of $2.7 billion in the quarter, stemming from the sale of our interest in Ampere. Turning to cash flow. Operating cash flow in Q2 was $2.1 billion, while free cash flow was a negative $10 billion, and CapEx was $12 billion, reflecting the investments being made to support our accelerating growth. As a reminder, the vast majority of our CapEx investments are for revenue-generating equipment that is going into our data centers and not for land, buildings, or power that collectively are covered via leases. Oracle does not pay for these leases until the completed data centers and accompanying utilities are delivered to us. Rather, the equipment CapEx is purchased very late in the data center production cycle, allowing us to quickly convert cash spent into revenues earned as we provision cloud services to our contracted and committed customers. In terms of funding our growth, there are a variety of sources available to us throughout our debt structure in public bond, bank, and private debt markets. In addition, there are other financing options through customers that may bring their own chips to be installed in our data centers, and suppliers who may lease their chips rather than sell them. Both of these options enable Oracle to synchronize our payments with our receipts and borrow substantially less than most people are modeling. As a foundational principle, we expect and are committed to maintaining our investment-grade debt rating. Turning to guidance. Let me start with the impact of the added RPO that occurred in Q2 on our future results. The vast majority of these bookings relate to opportunities where we have near-term capacity available, which means we can convert the added backlog to revenue sooner. The result is we now expect $4 billion of additional revenue in FY27. Our full year FY26 revenue expectation of $67 billion remains unchanged. However, given the added RPO this quarter that can be monetized quickly starting next year, we now expect fiscal 2026 CapEx will be about $15 billion higher than we forecasted after Q1. Finally, we are confident that our customer backlog is at a healthy level and that we have the operational and financial strength to execute successfully. While we continue to experience significant and unprecedented demand for our cloud services, we will pursue further business expansion only when it meets our profitability requirements and the capital is available on favorable terms. As it relates to specific guidance for Q3, total cloud revenue is expected to grow from 37% to 41% in constant currency, and is expected to grow from 40% to 44% in USD. Total revenues are expected to grow from 16% to 18% in constant currency, and are expected to grow from 19% to 21% in USD. Non-GAAP EPS is expected to grow between 12% to 14% and be between $1.64 and $1.68 in constant currency, and grow between 16% to 18% and be between $1.70 and $1.74 in USD. And with that, I'll turn it over to Clay.
Thank you, Doug. Our infrastructure business has grown at an accelerating 66% year over year. You are well aware of the strong demand for AI infrastructure, but multiple segments across OCI are also contributing to this accelerating growth rate, including cloud natives, dedicated regions, and multi-cloud. Our diversity of capabilities within infrastructure differentiates us from AI infrastructure neoclouds. Our unique combination of infrastructure and applications differentiates us from other hyperscalers. We have ambitious, achievable goals for capacity delivery worldwide. OCI now operates 147 live customer-facing regions with 64 more regions planned. In the last quarter, we handed over close to 400 megawatts of data center capacity to our customers. We also delivered 50% more GPU capacity this quarter than Q1. Our supercluster in Abilene, Texas is on track with more than 96,000 NVIDIA Grace Blackwell GB200s delivered. We also began delivering AMD MI355 capacity to customers this quarter. Our pace of capacity delivery continues to accelerate. We continue to see strong demand for AI infrastructure across training and inferencing. We follow a very rigorous process before accepting customer contracts. This process ensures that we have all the necessary ingredients to deliver to customer success at margins that make sense for our business. We analyze land and power for data center buildings, component supply, including GPUs, network gear, and optics, labor costs for all phases of construction and low voltage work, engineering capacity to design, build, and operate, revenue and profitability, and capital investments required. Only when all these components come together do we accept customer contracts, having the confidence we can deliver on schedule with the highest quality. As Doug said, this quarter we contracted for an additional $68 billion of RPO. These contracts will quickly add revenue and margin to our infrastructure business. We continue to carefully evaluate all future infrastructure investments, investing only when we have alignment across all necessary components to ensure profitable delivery for our customers. The holiday season is peak period for many of our retail and consumer customers. It is our responsibility at OCI to deliver the most secure, highest performance, and highest availability infrastructure to support these customers at the scale they need. Uber has now surpassed 3 million cores on OCI, powering their highest traffic ever this Halloween. Temu scaled to nearly 1 million cores for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. In addition, we also supported thousands of other customers across our retail and other applications through their largest and most successful holiday period yet. OCI is constantly expanding in features and services. We recently launched Acceleron, delivering enhanced networking to all OCI customers, and other services like our AI agent service. However, we cannot deliver everything ourselves, and we rely on our rapidly expanding partner community to provide the best experience on OCI. We added new AI models from Google, OpenAI, and xAI to ensure our customers have the latest and greatest AI capabilities. Our marketplace consumption has grown 89% year over year, powered by partners like Broadcom and Palo Alto. Those same partners drive OCI consumption by building their SaaS businesses on OCI. Palo Alto released their SASE and Prisma Access platform on OCI, and Cybereason and Newfold Digital continue to scale their businesses rapidly. These partnerships make our ecosystem richer, which helps our customers, and that growth translates directly into more OCI growth as our partners build their solutions on our infrastructure. Oracle database services see increasing demand across all clouds. Multi-cloud database consumption has increased 817% year over year. We launched 11 multi-cloud regions this quarter, bringing us to 45 regions live across AWS, Azure, and GCP, with 27 more planned over the next months. We see increasing customer demand with billions in identified pipeline. We launched 2 important programs this quarter for multi-cloud. The first is multi-cloud universal credits, which enables customers to commit once to Oracle database services and use them anywhere in any cloud with the same price and flexibility. The second is our multi-cloud channel reseller program, which enables customers to procure Oracle database services through their preferred channel partners. We also launched 9 services across the different clouds, such as Oracle Autonomous AI Lakehouse. This combination of the best services, universal availability, consistent and easy pricing and procurement, and partner support is accelerating the adoption of Oracle database services across our entire customer base. OCI is the only full cloud available to individual customers. We launched Dedicated Region 25, which provides the full capability of OCI in a tiny 3-rack footprint. OCI is also the only cloud that enables partners to become cloud providers themselves through our Alloy program, and our new footprint is available for all Alloy providers. Dedicated region and Alloy consumption grew 69% year over year. We launched 1 dedicated region for IFCA Group in Oman, and both NTT Data and SoftBank launched 1 Alloy region each this quarter. This brings our live dedicated regions to 39, with 25 more planned. In summary, the 4 segments of our infrastructure business are growing at incredible rates. This will contribute to a continued acceleration in our infrastructure revenue in the coming quarters. Customers are choosing OCI for its performance-optimized architecture, unrelenting focus on security, consistently low and predictable pricing, and unmatched depth in database and enterprise integrations. Those priorities have been our strategy from the beginning and are the driving force behind this growth. OCI is in a constant state of reinvention, and you can see the value that has for our customers. When you combine our commitment to deliver the best in performance, efficiency, and security with the growing customer demand for cloud infrastructure services we are seeing, I couldn't be more excited about what's coming next. And with that, over to Larry.
Thank you very much, Clay. Over the years, Oracle has developed software in 3 important areas: database, applications, and the Oracle Cloud. We used AI to make our database software and our autonomous software eliminates human labor and human error, thus lowering operating costs and making our systems faster, more reliable, and more secure. Now, with the development of the Oracle AI Database and the Oracle AI Data Platform, we're bringing all 3 layers of our software stack together to solve another very important problem: enabling the latest and most powerful AI models to do multi-step reasoning on all your private enterprise data while keeping that data private and secure. Training AI models on public data is the largest, fastest growing business in history. AI models reasoning on private data will be an even larger and more valuable business. Oracle databases contain most of the world's high-value private data. Oracle applications also hold huge amounts of exceptionally valuable private data. The Oracle Cloud includes all the top AI models: OpenAI ChatGPT, xAI Grok, Google Gemini, and Meta Llama. Oracle's new database and AI data platform, plus the latest versions of Oracle applications, enables all of those AI models to do multi-step reasoning on your database and application data while keeping that data private and secure. All our database and application customers want to do this because for the first time, they get a unified view of all of their data. AI models can respond to a single inquiry by reasoning across all your databases, all of your applications. By treating all of your data holistically, the combination of AI models plus the Oracle AI Database and AI Data Platform breaks down the walls that isolate and fragment your data. The Oracle AI Data Platform makes all your data accessible to AI models, not just Oracle databases and Oracle applications, the data in Oracle databases and Oracle applications, but data from other databases, cloud storage from any cloud, Even data from your own custom applications are accessible to AI models using the Oracle AI Data Platform. Using our AI Data Platform, you can unify all your data and reason on all of your data using the very latest AI models. This is the key to finally unlocking all the value in all your data. Very soon, through the lens of AI, you will be able to see everything happening in your business as it happens. Mike, over to you.
Thanks, Larry. As Doug shared, the total revenue growth up 13% in constant dollars. I think it's worth noting that that's 3 consecutive quarters now where total revenue growth has been in double digits. So a solid quarter, and we see even better days ahead of us. So let me break down a few of the numbers a bit further, and I'll do so all in constant currency. Cloud applications revenue was up 11%, and that brings us to about a $16 billion annualized run rate. Within that, Fusion ERP up 17%, Fusion SCM up 18%, Fusion HCM up 14%, NetSuite grew by 13%, Fusion CX is up 12%. In our industry clouds, specifically hospitality, construction, retail, banking, restaurants, local governments, and communications all combined, were up 21% in the quarter. So big growth rates on a big base. In our healthcare business, we now have 274 customers live in production on our clinical AI agent, and that number continues to rise daily. Also in healthcare, our brand new AI-based ambulatory EHR is generally available, and it has received U.S. regulatory approval. And finally, in healthcare, in Q3, we expect both our bookings and our revenue to accelerate materially. So overall, cloud apps were up 11% on a bigger base. This is very meaningful because we see this business as continuing to accelerate going forward. We achieved this growth while we also undertook a major Salesforce reorg in many regions throughout the world. And this is something we've been talking about for many years, and that is the synergies between our back office applications and our industry applications. We're seeing more and more deals where our industry apps are pulling Fusion, or the Fusion apps are pulling the industry apps. And as a result of seeing more and more deals, we're also seeing larger deals with more components. So recently, we combined our industry application sales team and our Fusion sales teams into a single selling organization. This enables our sellers to have more strategic one Oracle conversations with our customers to sell higher and to sell more. And then when you think about our very large install base of on-premise application customers, these strategic conversations are driving upgrades. And you've heard us say before, just moving a customer to the cloud results in a 3 to 5x annual revenue lift compared to the support revenue. Now, on top of all of that, top of the Salesforce, the one Oracle go-to-market, motions, the industry suites, think about combining our AI data platform with this unmatched suite of applications. This creates an incredibly unique opportunity for our customers to gain value very quickly from enterprise-grade AI. The combination allows customers to unite the industry-leading foundational models with company-specific proprietary data, as Larry mentioned, much of which comes from the Oracle applications. And of course, the AI data platform also ties in non-Oracle applications, competitive data sources like MongoDB or Snowflake, object stores, and even complete bespoke unstructured data. So we think this allows our customers to very easily build enterprise lakehouses, AI agents, and applications that leverage built-in, not bolted on, but built-in AI to transform their business. So just to repeat, AI, of course, is a great OCI play, but it's also a broader software play for Oracle. It's driving growth in our applications and our database businesses as well. Let me highlight a few key wins. In communications, the communications industry, Digital Bridge Holdings selected ERP and SCM. Etihad Salam Telecom, SCM. Motorola Solutions, ERP, SCM, and CX. Tim Brazil, who's the country of Brazil's 5G leader, just signed a new 5-year expansion to accelerate AI adoption and to transform customer experience at scale, all built on OCI. This 5-year deal was an extension of a partnership that began with Tim Brazil's full data center migration to OCI back in 2021. So they're now building AI agents that are powering real customer interactions, including the Conta agent, which compares bills for customers across months and explains variations automatically. Already in the pilot, 18% faster issue resolution with the AI agents built on OCI. Expecting even further improvements as the rollout continues. They've got 24 projects in motion. 7 of them are already in production in just a matter of months. 6 more launching soon, all enabled by a multi-cloud architecture with Oracle as the key AI infrastructure partner. Already, as a result of this initial rollout, customer satisfaction is up 16%, and call center flows are managing end-to-end with 90% accuracy, resulting in 30% faster services times for customers and a 15% fewer network failure interventions, all using predictive analytics and again, AI copilots built in OCI. So we are the AI engine for Tim Brazil to enable personalization at national scale. In financial services, CoreCivic selected ERP, SCM, and HCM. Prime Life Technologies, ERP. Jewelers Mutual Insurance, ERP. In public sector, the City of Costa Mesa, ERP, SCM, HCM. The United States Space Force, ERP, and HCM. The City of Santa Ana, ERP, SCM, and HCM. In the high-tech industry, SolarEdge Technologies, ERP, and SCM. Zscaler, ERP. Dropbox, ERP, and SCM. I could go on and on about these wins, but I think it gives you the flavor of just the sheer amount of multi-pillar wins and why it's so important that we have so many different options for customers in back office and front office. In terms of go lives, we had 330 cloud apps customer go lives this quarter. That's multiple go lives per day. Virgin Atlantic Airways went live in September on Fusion ERP and HCM and payroll. Broadridge just recently relaunched their Fusion ERP and EPM go live. LifePoint Health just went live on their 3rd wave of Fusion ERP, SCM, and HCM. Saudi Telecom is live on Fusion SCM with ERP and HCM to follow soon. DocuSign is now live on Fusion Data Intelligence. Again, I could go on about the go lives with 330 of them in the quarter. Gives you a flavor of some of the really important go lives that we had recently. The cloud application deferred revenue is up 14%. That is higher than the cloud apps revenue growth of 11%. Just to reinforce my earlier statements that we expect continued apps growth acceleration. So a solid quarter across the board. We're on the back end of a sales reorg that was focused on unified selling across our applications portfolio. We're seeing a clear AI halo effect for our cloud applications, which is driving upgrades. Our AI data platform, combined with our applications, is an absolute conversation changer, and it brings the Oracle database and all of our applications into the center of the modern agentic enterprise. Looking ahead, we're executing well on a big and growing pipeline, and I expect revenue and earnings growth to accelerate off an even larger base. With that, Ken, I'll turn it back to you.
Thanks, Mike. Tiffany, if you could please poll the audience for questions.
At this time, if you would like to ask a question, press star, then the number 1 on your telephone keypad. To withdraw your question, simply press star 1 again. We will pause for just a moment to compile the Q&A roster. Your first question comes from the line of Brad Zelnick with Deutsche Bank. Please go ahead.
Thank you. Congratulations and a particular shout out to Mahesh and the team for standing up a massive amount of capacity in this quarter. My question is for Clay or maybe Doug. Oracle is clearly the destination of choice for the most sophisticated AI customers, but this is a far more capital intensive proposition, unlike any business Oracle's ever been in before. Very specifically, how much money does Oracle need to raise to fund its AI growth plans ahead? Thank you.
Thanks for the question, Brad. This is Clay. So look, I'll answer that question in 2 parts. First, let me give you kind of the reason why it's The thing I think that a lot of people don't understand is that we actually have a lot of different options for how we go about delivering this capacity to customers. There's obviously the way that people think about it, which is we buy all the hardware up front. And as I talked about at my financial analyst meeting, we don't actually incur any expenses for these large data centers until they're actually operational. So then it goes on to, well, how do you pay and what's the kind of cash flows look like for the stuff that goes into the data center? Well, we have some other interesting models that we've been working on. One of them is that customers can actually bring their own chips. And in those models, Oracle obviously doesn't have to incur any capital expenditures up front for that model. Similarly, we have different models that we're working on with different vendors, where some vendors are actually very interested in a model where they rent their capacity rather than selling that capacity. And as you can imagine, that comes with different cash flow impacts that are favorable and reduce the overall borrowing needs and capital required for Oracle. So as you can imagine, as we look at all of these kind of commitments, we will use a range and a variety of those such that we minimize the overall cost of capital, as well as, in certain cases, we'll be raising our own funds. As part of that, I think it's important that everyone understand that we're committed to maintaining our investment-grade debt rating. So now to give you some more specifics, what I would say is we've been reading a lot of analyst reports, and we've read quite a few that show an expectation of upwards of $100 billion for Oracle to go out and kind of complete these build-outs. And based on what we see right now, we expect we will need less, if not substantially less, money raised than that amount to go and fund this build-out. So hopefully that helps answer your question, Brad.
It does. Thank you. It's very helpful, and thanks for taking the question.
Your next question comes from the line of Ben Brightis with Melius Research. Please go ahead.
Hey, guys. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Good to speak with you. In light of the answer to that question, the path for OCI margins seems very important to improving the EBITDA and cash flow. So at the analyst meeting, you said margins for AI workloads for OCI would be in the 30 to 40% range over the life of a customer contract. I guess my question is, how long will it take your AI margins across all your OCI data centers to ramp to that level, and what needs to happen to get there?
Yeah, thanks for the question, Ben. Look, the answer is it really depends. So the good thing is that, as I mentioned earlier, we don't actually incur any expenses for the data centers until they're actually built and up and running. And then we've highly optimized our process by which we actually put capacity in and then are able to hand that over to customers, which means that the period of time where we're incurring the expenses without that kind of revenue and the gross margin profile that we talked about is really on the order of a couple of months. So in that scenario, that time period is not material. So a couple of months is not a long time. What actually matters much more is the overall mix of the data centers that we have online, right, and how they're growing compared to the total amount that we're scaling across the world. And so I think as we go through this build-out phase, right now we're in a phase of very rapid build-out without the majority of the capacity online. Obviously, the aggregate mix is going to be lower. But as we actually get the majority of this capacity online, and that's really our focus, the best way to improve margins quickly is to actually go out and deliver capacity faster. That ends up very rapidly ensuring that we get to that 30 to 40% gross margin profile for all of the AI data centers.
Thanks.
Your next question comes from the line of Tyler Radke with Citi. Please go ahead.
Yes, thank you for taking the question. And this question's for Larry or Clay. So Oracle has clearly established itself as a leading provider for AI infrastructure to AI labs and, in some cases, enterprise clients. How are you thinking about the opportunity to sell additional platform services such as database, middleware, other pieces of the portfolio, similar to how we saw cloud providers add that on at the early days of the public cloud space? And what might be some of the similarities or differences that you see with the emerging AI platform as a service market versus the traditional cloud platform as a service market? Thank you.
Well, let me start with traditional cloud and traditional Oracle database. I think the biggest change we've made there was to make our database available in everyone's cloud. So you can buy the Oracle database at Google or Amazon. It's available at Microsoft Azure as well as OCI. So that was the first move we made. We call it multi-cloud, and we actually embed OCI data centers within the other clouds. So they get the latest, greatest version of the Oracle database. Second thing we did is we actually converted the Oracle database or added capabilities to the Oracle database to allow you to vectorize all of your data. So it's a vector database. Some people call that an AI database. So it's designed to make data available to models. You can then, once you vectorize your data, you can place AI models on top of that, and the AI models can understand what's in the database and reason with the data that's in the database. So we think that combination of making the data available in our database also accessible by AI models dramatically increases the value of the data. We think that's so far, none of the other large-scale databases have been able to do that. We can do that, we can do that and keep your data secure. That's one of the bigger issues. We have to scale it, keep everything reliable, keep it secure, and we actually have to add all of those capabilities and features to the Oracle database. So that was step two. First, multi-cloud. Second, vectorize all the data and make it accessible by all of the popular AI models. Third step, well, it's great that we're making the Oracle database data available to these AI models, but companies actually have data that's not stored in an Oracle database, is not stored in an Oracle application. So we built an AI lakehouse we call the AI data platform that actually points to and vectorizes all of your data, whether it's in an object store in different clouds, whether it's a bespoke application, whether it's in another database. It really will take the universe of your data, catalog that data, vectorize it, and allow an LLM to do multi-step reasoning on all of that data. Now, the thing that's really remarkable about that is think about asking one query, asking one question, and the model looks at all of your data. Normally, when you ask a question, you have to direct it to this database or this application. You can't say, look, I'd just like to know who's the next customer I should be selling to. I'm a salesperson in territory. I want to look at all the accounts in my territory, and I want to see who's the best prospect in my territory. Well, that means looking at contractual data. It means looking at publicly available data. That means looking at our sales system, at our support system, all of these separate systems. Well, suddenly all of that data is unified. We take all of your data and unify it. So you can ask a single question, and the AI models can find the answer to that question regardless of what data store it's in. That's really a unique proposition, and we think that thing is going to turbocharge the use of our database and the use of our cloud dramatically.
Thank you.
Your next question comes from the line of Brent Thill with Jefferies & Company. Please go ahead.
Thanks. Question for Larry and Clay on the fungibility of your infrastructure. What would you have to do to convert a data center from one customer to another, such as if one of the larger customers was unable to pay?
Yeah, thanks, Brent. So I think the first thing to understand is that what we deliver for our AI infrastructure is exactly the same cloud that we deliver for all of our customers. We made specific choices at the beginning of OCI around bare metal virtualization and the way in which we do things like secure wipe of hardware, et cetera. But the reason I bring that up is that, take as an example, anyone right now with a credit card can show up and sign up for any one of those hundreds of regions that I talked about earlier, and you can spin up a bare metal computer in as quickly as a few minutes. And at the end of that, you can turn it off, and I will recycle that, and I can hand it to another customer, in less than an hour. And so when you ask the question of, well, how long does it take to transfer capacity from one customer to another, it's on the order of hours. And what actually I think is kind of a corollary to that question is well, then how long does it take customers to adopt it? And thankfully, we have a lot of experience getting more than 700 AI customers on our platform, including the vast majority of the large model providers already run on OCI. And when we give them capacity, they typically spin that capacity up in the order of 2 to 3 days. And so when I think about how long does it take for me to take capacity, hand it to another customer, it is not a laborious process. It is not a unique process. And something else I would say that I think a lot of people don't realize about our cloud is this is actually happening all the time. So, we have lots of customers that might sign up for a thousand of one type of GPU, and then they'll come back and say, well, actually, I'd like to get even more capacity somewhere else. Will you take this back? And we do that all day, every day, and we're constantly moving customers around and adding aggregate net capacity. So we have the technology, we have a secure base from which to do that, and we also have a customer base of a lot of demand, such that whenever we find ourselves with capacity that's not being used, it very quickly gets allocated and provisioned.
Your next question comes from the line of Mark Murdler with Sanford Bernstein. Please go ahead.
Thank you very much for taking my question, and congrats on the quarter. Doug, you gave some color earlier tonight that I'd like to dig in on. Clay presented a slide at the financial analyst meeting where he showed the revenue and expenses for a single data center. Doug and Clay, can you talk about the cash flow for that same data center, starting with the commitment for the data center and then the hardware, and how that flows into becoming cash flow positive, and then how that rolls up across multiple data centers? Any color would be really appreciated.
Sure. Happy to answer, Mark. So as we talked about earlier in this call, it starts with the actual data center itself and the power capacity along with it. And the way in which we structure that is that we incur no cash expenses until that's fully delivered and provisioned and fit for purpose. So then it really comes down to what does the cash flow look like for the capacity that's going inside the data center. And as I talked about earlier, that really depends on kind of the business model and the financial model that we've used for procuring that. In some cases, customers actually want to bring their own hardware, in which case we don't have any capital expense, and it's really around the data center itself, possibly some networking gear, as well as human labor costs. We have other models where vendors want to rent that capacity, in which case those rent payments start when the capacity is provisioned for the customer. And so customer cash flow comes in. We're then taking that cash flow and pushing that out to all of the different suppliers. And then obviously you've got the model where Orcl takes its own cash, pays up front for the hardware, and then puts the capacity in. That's obviously the most cash intensive up front. And then there's a depreciation schedule over the next several years. So it really depends on the exact business and financial model used for each of the data centers. And then you ask, well, how do they layer together? Well, thankfully, they're not. We don't need calculus for this one. Basic arithmetic is enough because they actually just layer on top of each other. So if you have a time schedule for one data center and a time schedule for a second data center, the cash flows add together. And obviously, if a data center comes in sooner, you'll have the expenses as well as the revenue coming in sooner. If a data center moves out, then the expenses and the revenue also move out.
That's very helpful. I appreciate it.
Your final question comes from Don DiFucci with Guggenheim Securities. Please go ahead.
Okay, I won't make you kiss my ring, It's actually John DiFucci. Anyway, I'm sorry. Listen, a lot of my questions on infrastructure have already been asked, and they're really important questions because that's a big part. That's your big part of your growth. But I have a question on the applications business. Mike, you said applications are going to accelerate this year. Why the confidence in this business when all your large SaaS peers are seeing just the opposite, where growth is decelerating? Especially because we thought that something similar about Oracle's application business last year, and we didn't really start to see it until the fourth quarter. We've heard some things in the field around One Oracle, your go-to-market motion, where apps and infrastructure are more combined versus separate. And you also talked about combining vertical and horizontal apps teams here. Is that it? Is it mostly go-to-market? Is there something more about the products or something else that we should be thinking about? Thank you.
Well, thanks for the question, John. First, I think it's a combination of things, but let me just start with what I think is happening in the industry. All of our competitors are largely in the best-of-breed business because they're not in the applications business in totality. They're not in the back office business. They're not in the industry business, and they're not in everything in between. They're not in the front of the house, the back of the house, and the middle of the house. We are the only applications company in the world that's selling complete application suites. Then you add in baked-in AI, the AI halo, baked-in AI right into our application. So we're over 400 AI features live in Fusion already. I mentioned 274 customers live on our clinical AI agent. The go lives for these clinical AI agents, which are a new breed of SaaS applications for us, are measured in a matter of weeks. So you're looking at an industry like healthcare where it would take months or years to get anything done of that magnitude. Weeks. And by the way, John, the customers are implementing these things all by themselves. They don't need us to help them. You just roll them out and they work. So we're in the applications industry suite business. We're building AI into our back office applications, our front office applications, and we are building applications that are also AI agents themselves. Are in fact AI agents. That's why you see the growth rates in our industry applications of 21% in the quarter. Our Fusion ERP is up 17%, SCM up 18%, HCM up 14%, CX up 12%. Again, all on a bigger base. Then I think the next piece of this is you add in the AI data platform. So if you'd like an industry suite of applications, then you'd like to create your own AI agents. You'd like to create and unlock your own enterprise data on top of it all. We are the only all of those ingredients for a customer. And I think as you look at customers, tiring of spend on best of breed because the integration costs are so high, and it's hard to bolt AI onto all that because you're actually not retiring anything in the process. We're in a very unique position, and I think we're starting to see it in the numbers too, John, with the deferred revenue for apps growing at 14% now. Faster than the in-quarter revenue growth of 11%. For all those reasons, I'm optimistic on our apps business going forward that it's a continued growth engine for Oracle.
Thank you, Mike. As you were talking, it sort of clarified in my mind. When I think of One Oracle, I thought of it when I started to hear about it as a go-to-market motion, but it's more than that. It's actually a product thing too. It's everything. So thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you, John. A telephonic replay of this conference call will be available for 24 hours on our investor relations website. Thank you for joining us today. And with that, I'll now turn the call back to Tiffany for closing.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's call. Thank you all for joining. You may now disconnect.
Wow, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for letting me know that I can disconnect from the call. Shout out to everyone here. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. God bless you. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe on your way out. I appreciate you guys being here. Is that Kristen I see? Is that Kristen? I have some choice words for you, young lady. I'm just kidding. I have some choice words for you, young lady. Just kidding. No, I'm not listening. But shout out to everyone here. Thank you guys. If you guys enjoy earnings calls and stuff, make sure Make sure you subscribe. We do these earnings calls frequently whenever they're... Shout out to Double Prizes, bro. Shout out to Double Prizes. I don't know why. I don't know why, but Double Prizes donated like $60. So shout out to him. God bless you, bro. I've never even seen that name here in here before, so I don't know why you donated so much, but I appreciate you, bro. God bless you. I'm spiritually elevating Av. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Do I bring down your spirituality? Is that what you're trying to say? I bring down your spirituality? Spirituality. I see how it is. I see how it is. Double Prize is a real stock market participant and winner. 44 and retired. Ooh, damn, Double Prizes. God bless you, bro. God bless you, Double Prizes. That's a beautiful thing right there. I'm out here grinding. Well, I don't know what to say about that. I don't know what to say about that. I missed you. That's about all I'll say. That's all you get. That's all you get. I missed you. But that's all you get. Spirituality going ham. Was it Kazi? Orcl recovered 210 next week. I'm sure well, I mean, who knows, man? Anything's possible. I don't like saying where the stock's gonna go, if, when, where, why, how. It's if you believe in it, invest in it. And see where it goes. Be your own North Star. Don't ever listen to the noise. Amen, amen. Later, Preston. Good luck. If you need help, we're always here. I live stream every day, so... you said you were new to this stock market stuff, so if you ever need help, you have any questions, be sure to stop in. But you have the GameStop awards here in like an hour and a half. So that'll be cool. I'll probably end the stream here in a little bit, though, before that. This is a crazy stream. There's a lot of people in here for Orcl. I wasn't expecting it to be that hyped. That was crazy. There's a lot of people in here. Pushing 2,500 views on the day. That's really good. Really good. And shout out Double Prizes, bro. That guy's crazy. Shout out Double Prizes, bro. What the hell? What the hell, man? Like, no joke. I haven't got a donation in months, and just some random guy comes in here and he's like, boom, 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 boom. Let me give you 6 big booms. Boom, boom, boom. These donations deserve 6 big booms. Boom, 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 boom. My hair is long. I know, dude. It's getting there. Holy shit. Wow. 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 Double Prizes, bro. Double Prizes just coming in here showing how fucking massive, how hung he is. My guy is hung like a horse, bro. This dude, he's hung like a horse. That's crazy, bro. Shout out to you. Double Prizes. Stop donating. Stop donating. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. God bless you, bro. Much love, Double Prizes. That's insane, bro. That's insane, bro. That's insane. went weird and got lost in LA. Nah, Double Prize is just some random person who came in here. He's just some random person. Shout out to Double Prize. That's what the hell Double Prize is. You crazy, bro. You crazy. You crazy. How long am I gonna grow it? I don't know, man. I'm just going with the flow. Just going with the flow. I don't know what to do. I don't have I don't. You should have saw my facial hair like 3 days ago. I literally looked like a homeless person. So, if that tells you anything, if that tells you anything, my care is pretty low. Did I stink too? Probably. Stop, bro. Stop. 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 Double prizes. Chill, bro. Chill, dude. You need to chill, bro. You got no chill right now. You actually got no chill. This dude has donated like fucking so. Chill, dude. Chill. This guy needs to chill, bro. This guy needs some chill. I mean, fuck, double prizes, you're blessing me right now, bro. You're actually blessing me up right now. You don't know. I couldn't. You're blessing me, bro. You're blessing me up too much. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. You're blessing me a little too much, my friend. A little too much blessing there. That's crazy. I'm about to piss myself from Wally. I don't know why he keeps donating. I mean, thank you, bro. Thank you, like, for real. Thank you. God bless you. I hope we see you in here again, bro. I hope to see you in here again. Not just for donations. I just appreciate you, bro. Thank you, for real. Enjoy the rest of your evening, bro. God bless you. God bless you. Crazy. Crazy, bro. Absolutely insane. Orcl down 12%. Damn. It was getting slaughtered. Damn, 198. 198. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. What the hell, dude? That was a wild stream, bro. That was a wild stream. Yeah, for real. Where has Kristen been? Like, I've been very disappointed whenever I don't see you in the chat. Very disappointed. Will Orcl ever go back up? It's the stock market, bro. Nobody knows what's gonna happen. That's why you invest in things you believe in. Just a lot more responsibility with work. Ah, that's lame. Responsibility is lame. I believe in Orcl. Your chat messages would say otherwise. Your chat messages would say otherwise. I would literally would fuck off and not work. No, you gotta work. Not working sucks, believe me. Take it from me. Take it from me, bro. Not working blows. Thought I was taking jobs. You must have a good one. How's the house? How's the house going? How's being a homeowner? Got some stuff done around here. Nice, bro. Nice. That's awesome. Thinking about moving again? What are you gonna do? Rent out your house or what? You're silly, bro. You're silly. You're a silly duck. I mean, I don't know, it'd be tough to sell it for profit, I feel like, so. That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. She's moving to Utah? Probably not. Probably not. Yeah, you gonna join the church with Outdoor Boys? You gonna get converted by Luke Nichols? I don't even know what you're talking about, bro. I don't even know what you're talking about. Oh. I don't know who that actually is. I have no clue. I know their screen name, but I don't know who that actually is. I don't think that's who that was. I can look, but I don't think that's who that was. I think double prizes are just some random person who came in here. Yeah, double. That guy has never been here before. But the other guy deleted his account, it looks like, so who knows? Who knows? Drop like $100 on you. I mean, if it is, that's nice. That's nice. Because the past like couple of months have probably been the worst months of my life, so it definitely helps, but I don't know if that was the same person or not. It's not a... It's probably not. Just mentally haven't been the best, but it is what it is. It is what it is. That's life, right? But I am going to end the stream soon. I am going to be back here in like an hour and a half, though, if hopefully you'll stop back in for the GameStop Awards. Speaking of that, wonder if there's any new info. 2 hours. I'll be back. If I don't show, if you don't show up, I'll see you again in 6 months. Yeah, basically. Basically. But either way, it was good seeing Kristen in here. And that was a good stream. A lot of people. It was pretty chill. It was a good time. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. But I'll be back here in like an hour for the GameStop awards, so appreciate you guys. God bless you. And yeah. Is that how long it's been? I don't know. But it's been too long, and I'm pretty upset about it, but it's okay. It's not a big deal. But either way, I'll see you guys later. Well, some of you guys I'll see in like an hour, but other people, who knows when I'll see you again. Either way, God bless you, and I'll see you guys here in a little bit. Later.